Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Star Wars. Star Wars. Right now.
Star
Right.
Wars.
You know it and love it.
Yeah.
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 Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yee!
As they say, yeah.
Yeah.
20
Click
button.
button. Sweet.
This sucks.
Okay.
This sucks.
Sweet.
Well,
Oh no!
This is really bad.
Logan, do you want me to tell you the odds?
Oh, okay. All right.
Perfectly balanced.
Not
Okay.
yet.
We're good. We're good.
That's gonna be 7 points this session, looks like.
Oh,
Let's see.
yeah, I
Will
forgot about the
it
free one.
Will it nuke my all the points? No, it does not.
Nice. Jamie, turn on crisp.
You okay there,
Oh.
Jamie?
Or better yet, focus up.
Lock in.
Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't have crisp on. Whoops.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Alrighty then. Sophia's strain threshold is reduced by 2.
Okay.
Everyone else is by 1.
Yep.
Classic.
Okay.
Timothy's wound threshold is increased by 2. Everyone else is by 1.
Okay.
Okay.
That could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
Well, yeah, but you see, it's Sophia's responsibility obligation to that triggers. I think that's just very funny.
Oh, this is bad, actually.
Hmm.
Mm.
It's funny.
It's fucked up.
And evil.
Fucked up and evil can evil.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Evil can evil?
Yeah, people just stopped talking about him.
I'm very sure he's dead.
I was gonna say, I don't
Wow,
want to say he's dead.
2007.
but-
Okay.
I was
Damn.
gonna say, I'm pretty sure he's like really dead.
No, he's
So-
been
one
dead
no
for
one talks
years.
about
All
him
right.
anymore. What happened to that
Yeah.
I
guy?
wonder why no one's talking about him.
The reason no one talks about Evil Knievel is because he's almost 20 years dead.
Jesus. All right. Damn.
Yeah, who died
will
in
be-
2007?
Only 2 years after I was born.
Did you take his life so you could be born?
Anyway, Star Wars.
All right. You stand atop of one of the many temples on the jungle planet. This one spire the top of this temple that you find as you're dueling grounds, spiring atop the canopies and the tall mountainous surface around. The humid wind blows very gently as you and Gale Nestor have a moment of just standing there, measuring each other up. His great lightsaber drawn, Sophia's lightsaber drawn in your hand.
I readjust my grip nervously.
Please go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start with uncanny reaction. Oh, Jesus fuck. What the fuck? Okay.
You go ahead and do that, Logan.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, cool. Right?
You're rolling privately, Tez.
Oh,
We can see the result in the encounter.
Oh yeah.
there you go. You can see it.
You know what? Fair enough. God damn.
Yeah, that's...
Wow.
I am going to... No, you know what? I'm gonna play this smart. I'm just gonna roll... Is it cool? Yes, it was. Cool.
Yes.
Okay. Goddamn, alright, yeah.
I wonder
That'll
who
do
goes
it.
first.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That will, in fact, take care of matters. Okay. Well, I will. Captain Gale Nestor will get to go first.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make this very simple, I think.
Okay.
Let me pull up the sheet and make sure I have all my information. I'm going to go ahead and use the Force as my ally to start things off.
Yep. 2
I'll
strain.
take 2 strain, and as a maneuver, I will commit 2 Force die to Sense
Okay. Yeah.
to upgrade difficulty and upgrade ability,
Okay.
because I know you're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
How do you spell? Actually, no. I can see it right here.
You should be able to see his name, yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Gale Nestor. Okay.
Then I'm going to go ahead and take a second maneuver for some more strain.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to close in and make his first attack.
This is fucked. All right.
You have 3 melee defense from your lightsaber drawn, is that correct?
That is correct.
Very good. Let's see, I have upgrade ability, so I believe that means I upgrade the check twice.
Yes.
Because I have
Assuming you have
strength.
the upgrade, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you need to have strength to get upgrade ability. So,
Yep, you're right.
not what I meant to do. Upgrade ability.
Oh man. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do with that one triumph.
That's my
sorry,
triumph, my friend.
Sorry, threat. That was completely
Yes.
stupid.
Yes, I understand. The triumph, I'm afraid, is mine. So you don't get to deal with it.
No, I do not.
Yes, I will take. I will take the one strain. It's fine
Yeah. Okay.
because what else am I gonna do? What else are you gonna do with one strain? With one threat?
Oh man, this is gonna suck. So,
And what I'm gonna spend my triumph on is I'm going to upgrade the difficulty of your next check.
okay. Immediately, I'm going to parry. As a-
Okay, so Gale Nestor has overpowering blows. It's an additional point of strain to parry his attacks.
Oh man. Okay. Oh, that's fucked. That's fucked. Okay. So
I mean, he is swinging around the great saber here.
yeah, fair enough. So that'll be 4 strain from me to reduce the damage by 7, bringing that down to 6. Soak will not apply because of is it breach? Yeah, breach is the one.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna take 6, bringing me up to 7 wounds.
Yeah. So as the battle begins, Gale Nestor, he takes someone to focus, taps in and lets the Force do its thing, which Sophia and Lofgata can both clearly sense. Before he takes a few swift steps forward, brings lowers his great saber down, so he has it held with both hands in like a low, comes up, swings up at you before hitting you, then bears his blade down, forcing you into a quickly defensive position. As his blade crashes against yours, sparks flying out as you just hold back his blade from just cleaving you in twine.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta adjust the volume of the music that I'm listening to.
Sure.
Okay. Loth has sensed that Gale Nestor has logged into the Force.
Yep.
Without much time to react, he has to also log in. Quickly tries to swipe away the Great Blade, the Great Saber. And I immediately activate Deadly Reputation for 1 destiny point. This is really loud music. Hang on. My god. Okay. So, you will, whenever you attack me, you will add 2 setback, increase difficulty once, and upgrade the difficulty once. I will remind you when relevant.
Sure.
I am then going to activate the Force as my ally for 2 strain. I will be committing 1 force dice to enhance, to upgrade difficulty twice.
You mean sense?
Sorry, yes, sense. I'm
Yep.
silly. For my action, I will be activating enhance to increase my brawn with my other force dice. This is capping me out at my limit of 2 force dice because of the current environment. Let me...
Yep.
There we go. And then I wanted to... So I was looking through the cheat sheet for, like good opening moves. I wanted to do guarded stance, but I couldn't fucking find if that was, like, an ability I had to have. Is that
No,
just...
It's
guarded-
just a generic maneuver.
Okay, cool.
Yes, as I was about to say, you can do that.
Okay. So I'm going to do a guarded stance for 2 strain. And that'll be my turn.
Respect. I'm gonna go ahead with my turn. Seeing as that's now, I'm gonna go ahead and maneuver aim.
Okay.
So for like on your end, you're not making any good counter moves. You mostly just defend, tap into the force, and get an opportunity to push the blade immediately off of you, at least.
Yes.
Captain Nestor, as you are immediately experiencing, is a veteran duelist because he is moving with clear precision.
Mm-hmm.
He aims and takes another swing right at you.
Okay.
So, 1 moment, let me punch in my things. That's upgrade ability twice, and I get a boost die.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 3 setback from from melee defense, an additional 2 from
Deadly Reputation.
deadly reputation.
Increase
and then
difficulty.
Okay, and upgrade twice.
Upgrade 3 times.
3?
3 times?
So, sense upgrades twice. Deadly Reputation upgrades once more.
That's right.
And where's the increase coming from?
Also deadly reputation.
It does both?
Yes.
Yeah.
The base
Okay.
power is
Look, at
increased.
Look, at this point, just take the Soresu tree.
Okay, no worries. Upgrade thrice, you said.
Yes.
It's fine. His odds aren't great, but to be fair, I know that yours aren't either when you're up to bat, so
Yeah. I gotta level the playing field wherever I can. My God.
that's okay. He will power through.
Okay.
You have 3 threats, so you
Yeah,
actually have the ability to work with something right now.
I do, yeah.
You can get an improved parry off of that, I believe.
If Logan has that.
I do.
Surely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah, I will do parry improved.
Okay. So you obviously you get to parry still, and then you get to make another attack.
Yeah.
Or you get to make a counter attack.
Yeah. Well, wait, hang on. Is parry improved also parry, or is that? I thought it was
Yes,
distinct.
It's parry, improved
Parry improved stipulates that when parrying, so you have to parry to
I
parry
see.
improved.
Okay.
Yes. You have to. You can't parry improve if you're not parrying
Yes. Okay.
because it stipulates when parrying.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so right. I completely missed the first two words.
Yes.
I will be doing that
that's,
regardless.
yeah.
So okay. I will be doing parry improved. I'm going to, of course, parry. So for 4 strain,
Yes.
which I will be reducing that by 7, making me take 7 damage. And will be I will be doing. Do you have to resolve the triumph first? I don't know if it's gonna matter, but
I don't know if I, strictly speaking, have to, but I am going to.
okay.
This time I am going to crit you.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So keep in mind that's vicious 2.
Wow. Okay, that offsets my durable. That's fucked. Think I punched this in correctly.
We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
That sucks, but I'll deal. Okay. So
That's literally like one of the best outcomes you possibly could have gotten.
Yeah. Yeah,
You will not
that-
be making any skill checks.
Is an attack not a skill? I guess not.
It's a combat check. They are different.
Huh. All right. All right. Time to attack Gale Nestor. With my free parry move.
Yes. So you do. Let's see. The phrasing. Let me just double check something for me. Give me a moment.
Yep. Of course.
It says that when parrying a hit generates may hit attacker once. Yeah. So it says you. Okay. Yes, you do. You do make an attack. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if Iris Loot is the phrasing here implying that Logan gets to make an attack or that he just succeeds on an attack with base
It
damage.
just automatically deals a hit that does the base damage of the lightsaber. No roll
Okay.
involved.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Plus any bonus damage from any talent or abilities you may have.
Yes, but not from rolling anything. Which so
No.
So just base damage 8.
That's fine. I will just parry.
Damn. All right.
Let me adjust my strain adequately. So I reduce by 2 plus ranks. How much damage do you do? You said
8.
8. Okay, so I take 1.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Okay.
There is a very pedantic reading that I'm sure doesn't matter, where you can't technically parry that because it's not a combat check.
Is that how that works?
Parry does say when characters have to hit from a brawl, melee, or lightsaber combat check.
The talent.
Like I said, I think
on
that's a very
Found-
pedantic reading.
Yes, I was also going to say the talent on Foundry at least says when hit by a melee attack.
Yeah, but that's the shortened version.
Yes, but that is the one I have readily available and the one
Yeah.
that I can make judgments out of.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's a very pedantic reading, and I'm sure I probably would allow this anyway if I was running a game, so.
I would give in. This is how I'm ruling it. So
I agree with the ruling personally.
all right. That's okay. Captain Nestor takes a step back from Lovekata after you repelled his blade and adopted a quick defense. He makes a move to swing You bring your blade up to defend, but he feints you out and comes at you from the other side.
God.
You barely bring your blade out over there. You shift your foot stance, taking a couple of steps in like a semicircular motion
Mhm.
as you just brace against the force of the strike. This one comes very close to your torso. You can feel the strain of fighting against him. You seize the opportunity, though, to bring your blade to, as you break his guard. You swing at him. He quickly readjusts and pulls his blade up, readjusts it enough to stop you from actually making contact with him. But you got a move in at least.
Just barely nicked him.
You didn't even make contact.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right.
All right, it's your move.
Okay. Claim initiative slot.
Yes, I just realized I hadn't actually started the combat, which is which I only have up for tracking the rounds.
Yeah, which is gonna be important for Deadly Rep. Okay. So, remind me, Tez, did we have any rules about using healing items in this match?
None were established, but if you do it, then he will also be allowed to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it wasn't explicitly disallowed. I don't. Captain Nestor wouldn't make a fuzz if you did, but he would. He would take it as a sign that he too can do that. So
yeah, makes sense.
So it's a matter of you can, but then you're allowing your enemy to do the same.
Yeah, of course. Okay. I think right off the bat we gotta go for it. So I'm going to make an attack against him.
Okay.
He has 3 defense, I assume.
That's correct. 3 melee defense.
He upgrades difficulty 3 times.
To adversary.
Yep. What else?
Then an additional 2 times through sense.
Okay.
Then an additional time from using his first triumph. As you recall, I used that to upgrade difficulty of your next check. And this is your next check.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I do believe that is it.
This is a rough roll. Oh boy. Okay. Loth tries to taking any seconds he can get to recenter and swipes. Okay.
Okay.
That's something.
Mm-hmm.
I will be parrying.
Fucking course you will.
You're parrying, I'm parrying.
I know. It's just, oh boy. Alright.
Yeah, okay, I have done my strain. I will be taking, that's 10 damage total. So I reduce that by 1 moment. Minus, make sure I get this right.
I think you're taking 3 damage,
Yeah,
if I understood.
I am taking 3 damage. I'm just running the numbers to make sure they're right.
Yeah, of course.
But yes, that's correct.
Okay. I will spend the 1 advantage to recover a strain.
Yeah.
Gonna need it. I will be using a stim pack.
Okay.
He swipes, whips out, uses a free hand to whip out a stim pack and jabs it into his thigh, fucking Bloodborne style.
Sure.
With stim pack specialization, he gets +2 healing from stim packs, so that would bring me down to 7 wounds. And with my final maneuver, no, I'm not gonna do that. Actually,
that would offset your recovery strain.
Yeah, and I still don't have enough strain to parry the next move. That's the thing. Fuck. God, okay. I think I will just end my turn here.
one moment. Just give me. I will. I will allow for the party collectively, not Lofkata, to make one action that can interact. You can interact with the fight, but not engage with it. Such as an example of this would be Dara's inspiring rhetoric.
Okay.
I see.
I mean, usually she's
Um,
just cheering. She would just be cheering him on. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah?
Okay,
You,
alright.
you want it now?
I'm not gonna say
Okay.
no to buffs.
I mean, I
Status
offered
bonus.
you a buff last time, and you're like, nah, I'm not gonna need it.
I mean, the simple matter of fact is that Lofkata does need it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does need it. He very much needs it. On the bonus side, this will give you extra discipline for next 24 hours. I don't know if you'll need that, but hey, you have it. So you want me to
Something.
use Oh, you know what? There's also I can also give you a free maneuver outside of combat if you use my field commander action, which is also a like verbal thing.
But you can only do one. The party can only
Yeah.
make one action.
Fair enough. Okay, so do you want strain healed or do you want a free maneuver?
Right now, I think just strain healed.
Okay. Let's see. I will pull up Inspiring Rhetoric just so I can double check what it does.
It is a leadership check.
Yeah.
Shit.
Leadership check, and you get. on, let me-
Before you make the roll, Stick.
Mhm.
Well, punch in everything on your end and figure out what you need to do. Then I will interfere.
Okay. Scary.
Oh.
Okay, so let me just pull up leadership. Boom. It is a average difficulty, 2 boost die, -2 setback. Okay, yeah.
Okay, you got everything you need ready?
Mhm.
Go ahead and upgrade the difficulty of that one twice. Captain Nestor's
Twice?
presence suppresses enemy leadership.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Is that all?
That is all.
Okay. What is
Okay,
the
nice.
result? Okay, that's 5 successes. Yeah, each success, 1 ally within close range recovers 1 strain. Okay, because I didn't get any advantages, rules as written, you only get 1 strain back.
Oh.
So it's 1 ally per success, and then the advantages
Yeah.
give extra.
That sucks.
allies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you do have a strain back. Unfortunately, that was a pretty bad roll in terms of actual useful points.
Yeah.
Roll a bunch of successes, but you wanted a bunch of advantages.
successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate.
But I'm only trying to help one person. The successes don't mean much.
All right.
Although, okay.
Uh,
Is this like the party acting as a turn? Which would that mean that I get a maneuver? Or
no,
is it just like a one thing? Okay.
you're not acting as a turn.
Okay, cool. Carry on.
All right, Logan. Here comes Captain Nestor.
Here it comes.
He is not going to aim this time. He's just going to swing.
Thank God.
Okay, so let me punch in my side of things first. Upgrade. And then I take 2 additional setback.
Yep.
I take increase and then upgrade thrice.
Yep.
That's everything?
Yes.
Very good. You, for the record, you should keep in mind that taking guarded stance does impose a penalty on your combat check.
I would have.
For next time.
I would have figured that only lasted for the turn.
It says the character performs this maneuver adds setback to any combat check they make until the end of their next turn.
Yes, I made that on. I recognize the
No,
word now.
it-
Yep.
Yes.
I'm silly.
Says I understand, but there had only been 3 turns, and you guarded stance last turn.
Mm-hmm. Well, turn 1, but
Yes.
it would have affected.
Point is, you guarded stance the turn before you attacked.
Yep. Okay. All right. This is good. Okay. Let me think. I could do a free aim maneuver, or I could give him a setback die. There's no limit on the number of setback dice you can impose on a person, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I know there's a limit on, like... At least I thought there was a limit on...
There is a limit on defense specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't have more than 4 defense of either type, I believe.
Yeah.
Or rather, past 4, it just doesn't count. So effectively, you can't have... You can have more than 4, but it doesn't matter if you do.
God, he has 6 fucking brawn, motherfucker. Alright, okay. I think what I'm gonna do... What I'm gonna do is give him a setback dice.
Okay.
On round 4.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else?
No, I don't think I will be doing anything else.
Damn, okay.
I thought about taking a guarded stance, but then I realized I don't think I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I should have just aimed, but that's on me.
So it goes.
Salapis.
Lapis. Alright. Can you pass the turn?
Oh, no.
Alright, we're fucking partners in timing this shit.
As I said, what's actually happening is with my maneuver, I'm pulling a Sans on you. I'm
Yeah, I
just
was
not ending my
going to say,
turn.
oh god, we're sansing this.
I'm just not ending my turn.
Okay.
Until you fall asleep, and then left corner can get a free hit.
I have to move I have to move my box around. I have to complete a circle, otherwise I won't get the hit in. Okay. So, right off the bat, what I'm gonna do is another stim pack. This will heal me.
Reactive strike, no.
This will heal me for 6, putting me down to 1 wound.
Yep. It's pretty nice.
Yep, that is.
I can change that pretty quickly.
You sure fucking can. For my maneuver, the stim pack. For my action, lightsaber.
Go ahead.
Okay, so upgrade difficulty twice from
A total of 5 times.
Yes. Okay, there we go. He has 3 defense from the setback.
Yep, and the difficulty upgrade a total of 5 times.
Mm-hmm. I think I did that correctly because it starts out as 2. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Okay. I am going to, for shits and giggles, tap a light side point and upgrade my ability.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Keep things interesting. And we're gonna roll that. Oh, fuck me.
Okay. You will take a strain because
Yeah,
not much interesting else to do. I will parry.
of course.
It's the smart move.
That strain is actually really bad for me.
Okay. The fight continues. Captain Nestor takes a few steps back while defending against Lofkata's attacks. This time,
Mhm.
you're swinging about. none of you have made contact with each other yet because it's a lightsaber fight, and when you do, it's lethal. It's a defensive fight. Okay. The rest of the party may take one action of a variety.
I don't have any interaction that wouldn't directly interact with someone.
I don't think I have anything either.
I can hit him with another strain boost.
Sure, go for it.
Okay,
I'm not going to
hopefully
say
this
no to
time.
that. I need it.
Yeah.
I currently
upgrade
cannot
quickly
parry in my
twice.
state.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
So just same as before?
Same as last time. Nothing's changed.
Okay, I was hoping to get some advantages. Okay, you get 4 strain.
Oh, thank God.
There you go.
Okay, that's so good. That's so good
You
for
can-
me.
You can parry now.
I can parry
Wow.
now. That's a whole ass
can parry.
parry you just gave me.
All right.
Oh.
Dara shouts out some encouragement to Lofkata, which emboldens your moves. It's Captain Nestor, and he is not going to hesitate. Let's see. 2 setback dice, upgrade difficulty, total of 3 times. Correct?
2 setback, increase once, upgrade thrice. Yes.
Increase one, upgrade twice. Okay. Yes, that's what that's where I got it wrong. I will make this one to remember. I will upgrade my ability, and I will
Okay.
aim.
All right. Here it comes.
Tell you what, I will even double aim.
Oh.
We're playing
Good
a
luck.
strain battle over here.
Yeah. Yep. There. Jesus.
Honestly, it
advantages,
could be
though.
worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Damage is bad, but compared to losing limbs or worse.
I'm of course going to parry that for 4 strain.
Yep.
That will reduce it by 7, making the damage 8, putting me at 9 wounds. I should note that is the last time Deadly Reputation will be active.
Oh, goody!
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh god, you've gained a little bit of confidence after ceasing the momentum from Captain Nestor and have him literally backpedaling.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's stepping back, holding moving his blade pretty smoothly between parries and defense. Until you overextend a little bit, step forward for like a confident strike,
Mm-hmm.
which makes you lose momentum entirely as an experienced lightsaber combatant like Captain Nestor seizes the initiative from you to push your blade, like to seize control over the clashing blade, force your blade into the ground, and like really puts the strain on you
Mm-hmm.
to get out of his hold. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm in a bad spot. I'm gonna have to hope that I can keep this going.
Guardians are built on hope, my friend.
It's true. Okay. All right. Time for a great push to gain back the ground I lost.
Okay.
For both my maneuvers, so 2 strain, I
Double
will be
aim?
double aiming.
Okay.
2 boost dice. Okay, and then Gale Nestor upgrades difficulty 5 times. 1,
Yes.
2, 3,
Thrice
4,
from his adversary, twice from sense.
Yep. And of course 3 defense.
He's a bulky boy.
I'm going to tap a light side point for an extra upgrade ability.
Go ahead.
I take a swipe. Oh, no!
You can heal 3 strain.
You can heal 3 strain.
I
Or
think
use your
that's...
advantage for something else.
Hang on, let me take a look.
You negate his defensive bonuses.
I could make him drop his weapon. But I don't know if he has a thing that just lets him pick it back up immediately. I think it might be best to assume that he does.
You could obviously recovering strain isn't a bad move, but you could also negate his defense or increase your own. That's
Yeah.
also very worth.
Well,
I think that's worth keeping in mind.
yeah, no, that's true.
Especially with Deadly Reputation being over.
Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is negate his defensive bonuses until next round.
Okay. So that means that on your next attack, or assuming you attack the next round, he doesn't have any melee defense.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming Dar would like to throw another inspiring rhetoric since she's able to.
Perhaps. Good, another roll there. That is 4
2 strain? 4, or is it base 2 up and then X?
No, base 1, 2 advantages, and then the triumph.
Right. Wait. The triumph counts.
Can
As
I use
both
that
a
as an
success
advantage?
and an advantage.
You both talked. I didn't catch that.
Sorry.
What were you saying, Iris?
The triumphs can be used for most purposes as an advantage.
All right.
Is I think what she's going for there.
That's fine. I just needed to know what the rationale was.
Okay, so I'm losing 4
4
strain.
strain.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna make a note that I took away his defense.
All right. So, you make a move to regain the initiative.
Mhm.
Unfortunately for you, it doesn't quite pan out that way. Though instead, you are able to effectively off his guard for a few moments.
Mhm.
By rather than actually hitting him, you strike at him enough to force him into a more open position. He takes advantage of his more open position to freely make a strike at you. I'm even going to double aim
Oh, fuck.
because I can still afford to do so and be able to parry, but not for much longer.
This guy seems like he has quite a bit of strain at his disposal.
Well,
Not for much longer, but
not for much longer.
he wasn't spending his first turn using all of that strain like I was.
So, but you still get the difficulty upgraded twice from Sense.
Yes.
Yes. I tap this to upgrade my ability again because I want to. I want to make this one hurt.
Of course you do. Ah!
I make that one hurt.
Oh, gang, this is gonna hurt.
You can parry it, so
Yes.
you probably should.
Which I will be doing. So that is going to negate it by 7, putting it down to 6, putting my wounds at 15.
I will be cheeky. Yes, I think I would be cheeky. I think I will take this opportunity to recover 1 strain for 1 advantage and crit you.
Yeah.
On this one.
Okay. So vicious 2, making
And
a
you have
modifier-
1, so it should be at a total of plus 10.
Yes.
Yep.
That just puts a setback die on everything you do.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
which sucks a little
Yeah.
bit, but there are worse results.
Yeah, I will not interfere with that one.
Yeah, not that one.
Recover 1 strain. Okay, that is going to be my turn. Lofkata, you are next.
Okay.
His guard is momentarily up as he steps back to get out of your strike. He takes a step back, which opens him up more. Like, he doesn't protect himself, but he also makes a wide swing at you, which you barely manage to deflect away from just cutting open your core.
Yeah. Okay. He does not have his defensive bonus this round.
Correct?
I'm going to maneuver aim, upgrade the difficulty 5 times.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you just negate those setback.
Yep.
Well, you have 1 setback because you're disoriented.
I do have 1 setback because I'm disoriented.
Yep.
But
with his guard up, that would have been 4 setback. So
that's true. Tap a light side point.
Yep.
Upgrade
well.
ability. Let's do this. Holy
pretty
shit!
good. That's very good.
Wow.
Oh my god, this roll is insane. Okay.
That's very
Good
good.
guy.
You know what you could do with 2 triumphs?
Huh.
Wait.
I can destroy his lightsaber!
Oh my
I
god!
can just up and destroy his
Yes!
lightsaber! Oh my god!
Yes!
Finally, you got to do it to someone else!
Yeah! I think I gotta do that.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, you could do that. I will be using those 4 threats to 1, give you a strain,
Okay, that puts me at
And-
threshold.
and for 3, I will do improved reflect.
Improve parry, you mean?
Improved parry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was weird. I will do improved parry, so I will just strike you.
Okay.
Oh, you know what-
Which will do my base damage to you, which would be
Yeah.
11.
That's gonna down me.
Can you parry it?
No.
No, he cannot. He is at strain threshold.
Oh.
Hmm.
This is gonna
So
be
you-
bad.
Have you used your
You-
maneuver yet?
I have.
Okay,
did so
you
to
can't
aim.
use it back.
No, I just singled aim.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You. I mean, I think you can still parry it. It'll just knock you out via strain instead of wounds, which is like.
Technically better.
Because I wouldn't be
Theoretically,
taking
I
a
could-
critical injury.
Actually, you know
But I
what?
don't
If you
know if
knock
I'm-
yourself out, I can get you back up within the round, maybe, if I get a good roll.
I appreciate that. The fact of the matter is, if Locata goes down to any means, he has lost.
Fair. Damn.
I could re-roll this. I could
That
just
would be
get rid of
so
all of the
sad.
I know. I could just get
You
rid of
could-
everything.
That would, of course, negate the damage you're doing and the 2 triumphs, but you are also in the same stroke removing the fact that I'm downing you in one go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
So-
need to re-roll this because you're in a fork. You lose either way, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sad.
I'm going to re-roll that. You
Because this
used
is-
1
because
strain to
this
put
is
me
the
at
way-
threshold. Is that correct, Tez?
I use 1 to put you at threshold, so you can just you can reclaim a single point of strain.
Okay, what did you use the other threats on?
That I used those to improve parry,
Right, okay, and we're getting rid of that since we're re-rolling.
and I hadn't yet decided what to spend my despair on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that.
I think that is the wise move.
That's really unfortunate. Ugh.
I mean, you could just go out in a blaze of glory.
I could, but we would be ceding ground to the Imperium, and I don't want to
Completely
do
fair.
that. I just don't.
Completely fair.
Okay, so we're just gonna ignore that roll and roll it again. Same pool.
Yep.
Upgrade
Go right ahead.
ability. Okay. Force, give me strength. Well, that's
This is like
Oh.
actually mean.
this is
Okay,
Well-
well, so the thing is, you don't hit anymore, but you can now mass recover strain with those 6 advantages.
which I might do. Yeah.
You could just
Yeah.
recoup a bunch of strain.
I'm going to assume that despair is going to be used to improve parry.
You don't
Improve
hit.
parry doesn't happen because it doesn't reflect.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
so
so
it's
right.
not
There's
parry.
nothing to hit, nothing to hit back.
You're
So
with.
please. I know I don't have as ironclad a grasp on the rules, but I am the GM. Please let me explain when something comes up. I will defer to either of you when I need it. What will you do, Logan?
So what I will be doing, I think, let me look through this list just to like double check. I think the right move for me right now is to mass recover strain, so I can stay in the game longer. So I'm going to
Okay.
be using all 6 of those to recover strain, putting me at 7.
Okay, I think that's a good move. I think that's a good use of the reroll.
All right.
I need to check something. Okay, that is the case. I thought so. I'm going to go ahead and spend my despair to upgrade the difficulty of your next check.
Okay. I'll make a note of that. All right.
No, you know what? Disregard that. I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Apologies. I'm going to change that. I'm going to spend that to grant the enemy a significant advantage in the ongoing encounter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the despair to have in this moment, Lofkata, you get too engaged in the fight and the sound of lightsabers that any other member of the party is unable to provide any form of interaction for this round.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Okay. All right.
I will do that instead.
Good shout. Good play. All right.
So yeah, the rest of the party, you're unable to do anything for Lofkata right now. My turn. Once more, I think I'm going to just press my advantage.
Yeah.
That's what makes sense. What has happened here? What has happened here?
Did something break?
I need
No,
to
yeah, something has. Oh, never mind. It fixed itself while I was looking at it. Weird.
I
Yes, Logan?
I need to be right back. I need to feed my cats real quick. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Mhm.
This is one hell of a
I
tank
think
there.
I think that was a good use of the reroll.
Yeah. Shame Logan didn't get to break her lightsaber.
Yeah.
It would have been cool, but he would have lost going that way.
I mean, if the lightsaber is destroyed, he also wouldn't have been able to continue fighting, so wouldn't that have been like a draw?
He's still standing. Locata wouldn't be.
Yeah, I think
I thought it was-
if you disarm your opponent, but in the process get fucking stabbed in the heart, I think you can't lose.
But the thing is here is like I imagine like it's a boxing match situation, right? So even if he goes down, if he gets back up, he can go back in the fight. But that's not like actually how it's turning out.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome
Right.
back, Logan.
Very sorry about that. Do you have your turn figured out?
I do.
Okay.
Ready? We're just waiting for you, more or less.
Yep.
I will go ahead and aim. I will just aim once. Aim the once.
Okay. Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay. I am thinking.
I believe if you parry that, you negate 7 damage, which means that you still take 10 damage, which would put you over your threshold.
Yeah, it would. Well, gang, unfortunately, I think that may be it.
I'll let you flip a light point to stay up at 1.
Like at threshold.
Yeah.
Okay.
You still have to parry.
Yeah, I still have to like actually put in effort.
Because otherwise there is no chance.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. So I will be spending. Wait a minute. Hang on. No, it's 3. Okay, never mind. So I will be spending 4 strain, putting me at 11, to negate 7 of that damage, and then a light point to stay at threshold. Oh boy. I am going to.
You have two threats. Do you have anything you want to do with that?
I do actually.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I use a stim pack here.
Oh, really?
What did you
What were
have
you
in
thinking,
mind?
Iris?
I thought you were going to go for improved parry.
I can't.
Does that cost 3?
Yeah, it costs 3.
It does? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
You have to have
right.
Supreme. I believe. Supreme. No. You know what?
I was thinking of the fact that my lightsaber
You was gonna
lets
say,
me
you are
do
right.
improved reflect with 2, but not
Yes.
parry.
I understand. Yes.
Yeah.
I when you started explaining, I knew where you were going with that. Yes.
Yeah.
You can reflect for a lower cost with your lightsaber.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use a stim pack with my free maneuver. This
Okay.
will give me 5, putting me at
Go ahead.
19 wounds. Okay.
I think I will crit you on this one
Yeah, okay.
with my triumph. I think in this particular case, it is what feels right to do.
Okay. Rolling.
I will. It's not that bad, that one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that will take the team's action for the round.
Okay. Please.
Boom.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh.
that means that it is to stop Alan from gaining so the injury just isn't gained at all. Okay.
All right, get rid of it. There we go.
Yep. I was thinking of your unmatched courage, which you still take them. You just negate.
Yeah.
You just ignore their effects. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of. Okay. All right.
Oh man. All right.
That makes it Lofgard's turn.
It sure does. Okay.
This is crazy.
Lop is sweating. If Sophia could read his mind right now, it would be going, "Oh God, fuck! I'm way in over my head here."
I don't think Sophia needs to lead Lofkata's
No,
mind
absolutely not.
No, definitely not.
But if she did,
But remember, Lafkata, there is no try.
That is what Yoda says. It's true.
okay.
The Yonkler, as I call him.
Don't call him that.
Hey, no.
So I will, with sense danger, remove 2 setback from this attack check.
Okay,
I add a setback because of my critical injury. Upgrade difficulty 5 times. Oh boy. Okay. Fuck, I really need to...
Let's see, with sense you upgrade twice your ability, right?
No.
Oh, do you not have that upgrade for sense?
I did not invest in it for this fight. I upgraded Brawn. Remember?
Right. I do remember. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Yep.
Okay. Now I follow.
This would be a lot easier if I had all 3 force dice. Okay.
Don't worry for him too.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. I'm like going through my talent list to see if I have anything I can.
Let's see. You can maneuver aim. Will of course increase your odds.
Yep. I think I will be
Or-
maneuver.
Let's say, or you could preserve your maneuver to take a guarded stance after the attack to increase your defense.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to maneuver aim.
Okay.
And oh man. Do I use this last destiny point? I don't know. I don't know if
Go
I
for
can. If I get 2 triumphs, if I can. Oh, I'm a gambling man. This is a bad idea. This is such a bad idea.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
Hold on. Sorry, hold on. I need to find a... Keep doing your thing. I'm finding a joke gif.
Oh my god, why haven't I been doing this? Second win incidental. I'm gonna heal 2 strain just for free. I completely forgot I had that. I'm gonna do...
wow!
You had second win!
I'm just gonna use that real quick. I'm gonna need it.
Yep.
Gonna need it.
I made my joke, by the way. We can carry on now.
I want to see this joke. God. Yeah. Okay.
Second one is once per encounter. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, once per encounter.
Yeah, I just wanted to check.
I gotta roll it. I gotta go. Ugh!
You gotta do it. Oh.
I think that's it.
You gonna strain me?
Yeah.
Okay,
What is it,
so
strain
I have kind of good news.
What?
I can't parry. I just have to eat it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just eat it.
Damn. All right, that's 12. That's 12 whole damage. That's good.
I don't really have a choice, unfortunately.
The team already used their thing for turn,
Yes.
so I can't maneuver safe.
You could take a second. You could take 2 strain for second maneuver. That does render you unable to parry.
That's the thing.
But here's the thing.
It's clobbering time.
Is parrying even going to save you?
Probably not. Is the thing. I have 5 wounds to threshold. And I
Okay,
think his
then-
base
You
is
parry
greater
7,
than
that means
that.
he has to... No, because he minimum deals 12 damage to you. You parry 7 of that, that's 5 damage. But that's
Which
not
would
if
put
he
you
rolls
at
1 success.
threshold, right?
That would put me at threshold.
So you would
Yeah.
still be up in that scenario.
Yeah, that's if he rolls a minimum damage.
That relies on him rolling no more than 1 success, I believe.
If he
I
rolls
don't-
1 success, you can parry and survive. If he
I-
rolls 2 successes, you're down.
I really don't like those odds. I don't know what else to do. Well, okay, guarded stance is for the extra melee defense.
I believe you aimed.
Correct, so I would be taking strain.
Yeah, but you can do that, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't do that. I was just saying you don't have the free maneuver to do so.
Correct, yeah. Oh man. I think
This is Rance. Okay, yeah. Excellent.
I think the play is guarded stance and hope for the best. So for 2 strain, I take guarded stance, gaining me 1 defense. Tez, I will remind you to do that.
No worries. No problem. As we tick over to Captain Nestor's next move, distantly, all of you hear an explosion go off.
Oh.
I mean, distantly. You can just about on the horizon see it happen. Like I wouldn't call it a flash, but you can see, the smoke of it and all the birds scattering to the winds from where it takes place.
What direction is that explosion?
Northeastish?
Right, what is northeastish from here that I know of?
Nothing of note.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh boy.
Nothing that you've been made aware of. It's not in the direction of like the base or anything like that.
Alright.
Loft shuts his eyes for a moment just to like brace for like the noise of the explosion, but he does not take his eyes off of Nestor.
Okay. Captain Nestor's turn comes around. He is going to how let's see. I have a couple of thoughts on what I would like to do.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and maneuver stim
Okay. Yep.
because I'd like to do that. Then I will convert my action for a guarded stance.
Really?
That's my
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, because he doesn't have the strain to take a second maneuver.
And clearly, is it so low on health as well?
Your turn, Wolfgarten.
Okay.
Gale, Nestor takes us. This battle has been very intense. You've been very constantly up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
For most of that, he's been the aggressor, putting you on the defense, which is unfortunately not where you excel. You note that following the explosion, he doesn't turn his head that way, but you see his eyes flick in the direction. He disengages, takes 2 steps back to create a little bit of distance, and readjusts his grip on his blade and enters and stands at the ready defensively.
Okay.
Like recenters in the fight,
Yeah. Okay. Let me calculate something real quick. So if I be 2 plus 2,
Or
it's a total of 7.
2 plus 2 does not become 7.
No, but like if I'm thinking to myself, do I use both of my actions this turn to stim?
Maneuvers.
Sorry, yes, maneuvers.
You'd have to push yourself. You'd have to take the strain to do so, but you could do that, of course.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that if you attack, then you did take guarded stance.
Yes, that is true.
Yep.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use a stim pack, a single stim
Okay,
pack.
with your free maneuver stim pack.
Yep. So this is going to be worth 2, and then plus 2.
3?
What?
Shouldn't it be 3?
Well, the base value is 2, and then plus 2 more from stim pack specialist. Because number 5 would be worth 1, right? And then that would be 3 because of stim pack specialist.
So then this one is worth, because that was stim pack 4, so that one's worth 4. No?
Yes, this one is worth 4.
Okay, because you said 2.
Yeah, base 2 plus 2 from stim pack.
Base, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Now we're on the same page.
Okay. That'll give me a good buffer. And then...
Buffer.
Okay.
Fourth.
So, stim pack
You were like a
specialization...
fucking dog. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. Alright. So,
Did you
Guarded-
update your health?
I did.
Okay, because I didn't see it go down, so...
Okay, yeah. No, it was 19. I put it down to 15.
Okay.
So, he has 4 defense, right? And then I
He
have
does currently have 4 defense.
another setback from my guarded stance from last turn.
Oh, and another set. Hold on, sorry. Let me rerun this number.
Oh, no, you're so
He has
right.
he has 4 defense, 3 from melee defense, 1 from guarded stance.
Yeah.
Then you have 1 more setback from your guarded stance. Then the difficulty is increased by 1 because of your agonizing wound.
Yeah.
I cancelled that.
Yeah, back to cancel that one.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I forgot. You're right. Disregard that part. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot that was cancelled. My bad. Okay, so
Slightly dazed
it-
gives
it-
me another setback as well. You didn't count that.
I believe that was only for 1 round, wasn't it?
No, it's still end of encounter.
Oh, is it? Okay, it's end of encounter. Okay, my mistake.
Off balance
So then-
was the...
Right.
Yeah.
So yes, you have that should be a total of
6, I think.
6 setback dice, and he upgrades the difficulty of this.
You know, I think I may not actually attack. Hearing 6 setback dice.
You coward.
I don't
mean,
have to...
You
Oh, win if you don't attack.
because
What,
you are
what else do you have to do with your action?
Guarded stance?
if you
No, you can't
if
take
you,
another maneuver.
if
can't
you
take
put
another maneuver.
yourself
Action into
In-
maneuver.
No, because you can only take 2 maneuvers a turn.
I haven't taken a second one.
Didn't you stim pack twice?
No, I stim pack
no,
once.
it's impact once.
Oh, just stim pack.
It's perfectly cromulent. The problem is, I think if you do that, if you do not take this opportunity, you will put yourself in a guarded stance loop, which means that 6 will not go away.
Okay, I see where you're getting at.
Like if you don't take the opportunity, you will just enter a situation of just guarding.
Yeah.
Right.
I think, yeah,
And-
I see where you're getting
yeah.
at. Okay.
Which you
Uh,
can, to be clear, you can do. I'm just warning you that that's a likely outcome in that case.
Yeah, and I need to be proactive right now, I think. Upgrade 5 times. Don't have any light points. This is bad.
I could give you one.
I mean,
Oh no.
I don't think you want to, because that makes the roll even more difficult right
Yeah.
now. But I could give you one.
you could. I'm gonna pray to God that Dara can get a good roll and give me some strain back.
You know what? No, I'll be funny. Here you go.
Okay.
Wowie.
I'm gonna hold on to that light point.
Say, I hand you one of the Infinity Stones. You leave.
I
I look surprised.
Oh man,
I did not foresee this outcome.
I wish I had a second thing of sense danger I could use right now. I need that. Okay, let's roll it. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Give it
Oh,
a rest.
Okay.
No, this was a likely outcome, but it was still worth trying.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you want a sneaky thing you can do?
What?
Use your triumph to set his initiative. Oh no, wait, that's a despair thing. Never mind. I was gonna say
You move
set his
his
initiative
initiative.
slot to last, so you don't get to go again immediately.
Yeah.
But no,
That's
that's a
funny.
despair thing.
That's a funny thought, but no.
Okay. With my man.
What do you want to do? You have any thoughts?
I'm thinking
You
so
could just upgrade the difficulty of his next check. That's not a bad idea.
I'm thinking aloud to the party, should I try and get rid of his weapon? See what happens.
Um,
I think just outright short of destroying it, you're not gonna have probably not that much luck with it.
Yeah, the thing is, if you make him drop it, worst that's gonna happen for him is he spends his maneuver picking it back up.
Exactly.
Okay.
yeah.
I think you're right. Okay. So I will recover 1 strain with the advantage. With the triumph. Triumph. I will upgrade the difficulty of his next check.
Okay. All right. So I think that's completely reasonable.
Mhm.
My despair. I'm going to go ahead and. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be niceys. Okay, you know what I will do? Oh, actually, hold on. Let me double check something real quick. Give me a moment.
Okay.
I just want to double check that I remember what things do. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, I will knock you prone.
Okay. All right. So please remind me what all does being knocked prone entail. I get up with a maneuver, right?
What it entails is that I get a free boost die again on melee attacks against you
Okay. Until I get up with the maneuver.
until
right?
you get up. Yeah.
Okay.
Which have you already spent the triumph?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
You spent
upgrading.
it to upgrade the difficulty of Captain
Right,
Nestor's next
okay.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do still have that. You could still get up. You would take more of your strain, but you could do it. You would be unable to parry though.
Yeah, I would be banking on if Dara could give me more strain to work with.
I have an idea actually.
What's your idea?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I guess whether or not you take the strain to get up or save it to parry doesn't actually affect what I have in mind. So don't worry about that for now. But
You can't cast heal, harm, or protect.
I was not going to do any of the above.
I figured not. I just wanted to be clear,
Yeah.
just in case. I didn't think you were going to, because I think you know that would be a clear breach of the rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Logan, are you going to take that second maneuver, or are you going to just stay down so you can parry?
I'm gonna stay down so I can parry.
Okay. All right. The party may make an action.
Yeah, so I have an idea.
Okay. What's up?
I'd like to try and taunt Gale Nestor using coercion. Because there's there's a thing you can do. I was looking because I was curious about this. Extra successes on a coercion check may be used to inflict strain on the target at a rate of 1 strain per 2 successes.
Oh shit!
No, totally. That's I'm completely fine with that. Yeah.
Okay. This is against his discipline.
Yes.
I believe.
Yes, that would make sense. I'm completely fine with that. Go ahead. That's going to be difficulty of. That's going to be 4 challenge, 1 difficulty.
Okay.
Then, Captain Gale Nestor does have Nobody's Fool.
Okay. Which
affects
I forget what that does.
which upgrades the difficulty of incoming charm, coercion, and I believe why don't I just check?
I think deception's the other one.
Yes, because it's either negotiation or deception. Why don't I just check though?
Okay.
Because that's just faster than me
Yeah.
guessing. Charm, coercion, and deception. Yes. So that's an additional. That's an upgrade 3 times.
3? Okay.
And because I'm scaly, I'm gonna tap a dark side point to upgrade it again.
Okay.
Because I'm scaly.
Now I'm debating with myself if I. This is fucky, because of. I'm debating if I can make a case for spending a light point to use the control skills upgrade from influence.
Which upgrade? Control skills?
Yeah, because there's a weird ambiguity here on whether or not that upgrade is intended to be directly messing with. No, I guess given that it's under the influence power, it is pretty easy to conclude. But
to me, it's a clear you are like it is you are manipulating with someone using the force, like you are,
which would very strongly, arguably, be a violation of the rules.
Not to yes, and not to mention probably not as effective as you might hope.
I see. I
still absolutely think you should try this. I'm just, you have to understand, I'm warding against it. But I still think you should make this move. The coercion move, I mean.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. I just don't want to be hit by it. It's the I respect what you're doing. I think it's very clever. However.
However,
I have unleashed 10,000 bees into your home.
And 10,000 more for good measure.
And 1 wasp.
But that people legend will be dead.
Ebb and flow would also be a clear no.
What was that, Iris?
I'm just looking to see if there's anything I can do with the force that doesn't break the rules here, and I think the answer is no.
I think the answer is no.
All right, in that case, I'm just going to spend both of our remaining light points on this. Because I can do that. I can do that.
Through what? I believe you could, but could you just please tell me through what?
Through Master of the Order, I may spend 2 destiny points during a single action.
Thank you. As I said, I believed you. I just wanted to see the source.
Okay. And I get a boost die from Sense Emotions that is being applied automatically. I think that's everything. Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Well, on the bright side,
do you have Natural Mystic? Well,
I sure don't. That's a unique talent to I think the Seer Tree. Or
Hang on.
maybe.
I thought-
I believe it's unique to Seer, yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was under the impression that the total limit of difficulty dice was 6.
That isn't, no.
No, that's not a thing,
No?
unfortunately.
Okay.
No.
That's the limit on characteristics. You can't raise your stats above 6.
Right.
And typically difficulties don't normally go over 5, but upgrades obviously.
Yeah.
Change that, yeah.
I was just say, base difficulties do not typically go over 5, because but, I mean, sometimes, that is my decision to make, but, like, typically,
Yeah.
they don't go over 5, and then you count for upgrades and increases and whatnot.
Okay.
On the bright side, thanks to Will of the Forest, since I failed the skill check, I may like yoink one of those dark points back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because I think this is worth actually playing out, Sophia, as she's like watching the duel, says, I gotta really think about this. I haven't started the dialogue engine up yet this session. Sophia just interjects with, "Your emperor is a being of darkness and destruction, Captain Nestor. Even should you win this duel, your empire will consume itself in time if you don't focus your attention on greater matters."
Okay, all right. Captain Nestor does not respond to you,
Mhm.
but to Lofkata, you can visibly see this has practically the opposite of the intended effect. His resolve steals.
Uh-oh.
Mechanically, I'm not going to use any of that because I don't think that I don't have an immediate case of something that I think makes sense that doesn't feel like a very weird punishment just to use the despairs and threats, so I'm not going to.
Mhm.
But it doesn't work, is the point here.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. I like the idea, to be clear. I do still like the idea. I thought it was a very, very fun move.
Perhaps I should invest some ranks into coercion. Anyway.
Alright. Buddy Boy's gonna go now. Now that Lofkata is on the ground.
The ground.
The ground.
The ground.
The ground. I upgrade difficulty twice because you have sense up. I upgrade my ability twice because I have sense up. I get a boost die because you are prone.
You get upgraded difficulty because of my triumph.
I get another upgraded difficulty. I tap a dark side point to upgrade my ability again. I take a maneuver to aim. I take another setback dice because I guarded stance last turn.
Yup. Gang, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So, do you go down even if you parry? Yeah, because that's 4 successes.
No, I do not.
No, he's fine because he recovered. He recovered health.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
He's able to take that.
Yeah. I of course will be parrying this.
Yep. Naturally, makes sense.
Yep. So that negates 7 of that damage, making me only gain 8, putting me at 23 of 24 wounds.
Woo!
And 14 of 14 strain.
Uh-huh.
I so badly. I don't actually, to be clear, because I think that would be very stupid, but I think it would be very funny if I could use my advantage to strain you and just knock you out.
Well, see, if you crit and you get the one... There is a critical injury that gives me 1 strain. I don't know if it's in range right now, but...
Speaking of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my advantages to just recover some strain.
Okay.
Because I need it, and let me evaluate my current position if it's more beneficial for me to be offensive or defensive right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep to the offense for this turn, so I'm going to crit you.
Okay. So let's see. That is gonna be just 2. Okay. Here we go.
I thought that said maimed. I really thought that said maimed. I was like, that's so funny.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Yes.
Isn't this only skill checks?
Oh, you're so right. No, I'm
Like,
fine.
yeah,
It still sucks a little bit. Like, hopefully you don't have to make any skill checks because you are.
Yeah.
And if so,
Yeah.
For combat wise, though, you're fine.
Captain Nestor, it brushes off Sophia's attempt to weaken his resolve. With having swept Lofcott to his feet,
Wait a
he
minute.
makes a move.
Disoriented is also on skill checks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're
That was-
right. I don't think
that my
that would have
mistake.
changed the outcome of the. Yeah, that wouldn't have changed the outcome of your previous attack because, like, you would have
Hold
to remove.
on. Sorry. I'm sorry to interject. Give me a gosh darn minute. Something looks very wrong here.
Oh no!
Hmm?
Oh, so just give me a moment to confirm if I'm crazy or what's happening here. Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Slightly
Alright.
dazed is where? That's 61 through 65. Slightly dazed. There's something about this is bothering me. Just give me a moment to figure that out on my own.
Okay.
Oh,
There it is.
Oh,
I think you're already seeing what I'm getting at here.
I have good and bad news. The bad news is that right there in the Edge of the Empire core book, it says a combat check is a skill check. It follows
Okay.
all the rules and procedures for making a skill check, including the steps for assembling the dice pool.
All right, now we know.
Okay.
See, that makes my Inspire way better than I thought it was. You should have had boost die on all skill checks for several rounds.
Well, shit.
Well, we have learned for the future.
Yeah. So next time I use that, you get boosts.
Okay.
I was thinking that's like that doesn't make sense, but yeah.
Man.
Okay.
This one is compromised, which should be okay. I see what the issue is. Very good. The thing that bothered me was that compromised was showing up as a difficulty one severity, which
Oh,
it
that's
shouldn't
not
be because
correct.
it's at number 90. So I was like, that cannot be right.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not right. That is like you just me misinputting or not changing the difficulty of the injury when I was
Updating
making
the
the
table.
when I was making the table. Yeah.
Okay.
That is all. That's all I wanted to check. We're good now. I wanted
Okay.
to just to check that.
Well, shit. I got some bad injuries on me right now.
All right. Now, oh yes. Captain Nestor shakes off the attempts to be discouraged from his course. Having swept Lofgard, he steps forward, brings his blade up overhead, and bears it down with force to just cleave Lofgata in half. Lofgata, on the ground, quickly moves his arm around from the awkward position while down to bring his blade up to like, block against the blade. Lofgata, your own blade is like 2 or 3 inches from your chest at most right now.
You
Where
smell
you're
burnt hair.
struggling back. Yeah. And Captain Nestor's blade is bearing down against you. It is your move.
Okay. Maneuver, get up. How do I rotate? Rotate? Gracias. I'm in a bad spot, gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no method of recovering wounds.
Well,
I
you
thought-
do, but it's like baby wounds.
Yeah, it's like baby wounds.
I think the only option might just be go for it and hope you take him down.
Yeah, you could.
If you attack him, I have a thing I can do. It's just a question of whether it will be enough.
Are you sure it's
What are you doing,
allowed?
Iris?
Well, it's not any form of direct intervention.
Well, what is it?
You see, Lofkata, there is no try.
Okay.
Once per session, before an ally rolls the dice for a check, I can spend a destiny point to allow you to automatically succeed at it with one success, and nothing else. It's just a question of whether that will be enough to down him, whether through wounds or straining him out.
He won't
That
be able to.
is. Sorry, to be clear, just to be clear, Logan, because I'm sure you got it. I just want to make sure that this is before you roll. If
This
you
is
choose to
before I
take this,
roll.
you do not get to roll. You just succeed with one success.
Yep.
Yes.
Which means you will deal what is it, 10 damage?
9.
I think 9, yeah.
9. Which means you could just deal 9 damage, but you lose any opportunity to do potentially higher damage. But likewise, you do just succeed, but you get no advantages or anything else. It'd be a flat success if you take it.
Yeah. I don't think that will kill him, is the thing. I don't think that will down him. I don't think he would be able to parry it. Which means if I succeed, I have a better chance of actually doing something against him.
Okay, but that's
But
within the bound of probability of you succeeding.
which is not
keeping
high.
in mind that we now know that you are both are taking problems from dazed and compromised.
Yes.
Yeah, which is why I'm suggesting this.
If you were to take a roll right now, then you would be rolling against obviously his 5 increases. Upgrades. You would be rolling against his 5 upgrades. You'd be rolling against his 3 melee defense. Did you take a guarded stance last turn? I believe the answer is no. But
No.
can you just confirm for me? I
did
thought
not.
so. So then you would be rolling against 3 melee defense. You'd be rolling against
An increase from
5. And with an increase from compromised, a setback from disoriented. So 4 setback, an increase, 5 upgrades.
and another setback. Wait, hang on.
Okay.
No, I think you're right.
I believe I'm correct, but obviously I am not infallible.
No, you are right because last turn I was going against his guarded stance and my previous guarded stance.
Yes.
Which is where
Now there's no guarded stances up now.
Yeah, so it would just be 4 setback. But a significantly increased pool.
You could, of course,
Yeah.
also aim. That's an option.
I cannot. I have no strain, and I already used my maneuver.
Oh, you got up. You're right. My apologies. I forgot you got up.
Yep. I think Iris is suggesting the right play ultimately.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm going to just hit him for 9.
Okay. So let me punch this into my calculator to make sure I have absolutely calculated this correctly. Because I believe suffered 3 strain to reduce. I have to do +3. Yes, thanks to my last roll, I can parry this.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay.
So I will. So then I take 9. I take 2 damage. Okay. That's your turn, I believe.
Let me think.
All right.
Gang, I think I'm going down. Even if I parried, I'm not gonna survive enough wounds. Unless someone directly intervenes, I think I'm downed.
I can. What are you going
Okay.
down from?
Okay. Look, okay. Before the rest of you get involved, Logan, are you done with your turn?
Yes.
Okay. The party has one opportunity. You can perform one action.
What is knocking you down?
An
Wounds.
attack,
Or health?
presumably.
Well, yeah,
he-
because you take
lo-
strain, or did...
Either will take Lofgata out at this point. He
I
cannot
am at
take
strain
any.
threshold. I am one below wound threshold.
He cannot take either.
I can heal your strain.
Healing my strain would not give me.
Yeah.
I would not be able to parry enough, regardless of if he hits, which is most likely. I will not be able to negate enough of the damage. Either way, I'm just downed.
Okay.
If he hits you.
If he hits me.
Well, the party does have an action that you can engage in any way that you. Well, realistically, in any way that you see fit. If you intervene, then the duel will, of course, be over.
Wait a
But
minute.
Otherwise,
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Can I spend that light point to say that You know the thing that exploded? Can I say that that's going to start affecting where we're at right fucking now? If I spend that light point and draw him away from the battle.
Just get it ended in the no contest.
Yeah.
you can do that. Yeah.
You know, it's better than a loss.
I think that is significantly better than a loss in our case.
Okay, so you're going to spend your light point to have the causative explosion affect the battlefield effectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Causing the duel to draw. Hopefully.
Okay. Alright.
Maybe you guys do like refight later.
Maybe.
No one in the party is taking any opportunities to do anything, then, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Moving on. As it rolls around to Captain Nestor's turn, the ground trembles a little bit, and you can see, you can hear cracking of wood as like a crevice from the source of the explosion cracks this way along the planet's crust. It comes to a stop literally between where Lofgata and Captain Nestor is right now, separating it by like 5 feet as the temple wobbles. Bits of stone and debris start to crumble all around.
Question,
but the temple
is Lofgata-
stabilizes.
Oh, same. I was going to ask, is Lofgata on the right side, our side of a crack or not?
It's like if you hold on. Tell you what, just give me a moment to draw how I envisioned the scene.
Okay.
And that'll answer your question for you. So you have let me draw it up here. You have this is like the arena, the absolute temple top where the fight is happening, and then you have this like cigarette like build, which is like this, right?
Yep.
The track, give me a nice bright color that will stand out. It comes in kind of like this. With Nestor on one side, Lofgata on the other, and you guys are like off to the side here. So it doesn't like split the arena in two, it more like, chunks into it.
I see.
Right.
Either way, if I may carry on, unless you had anything else.
Yep.
All right. No, you don't. It's a completely valid question. Captain Nestor. Now there's a bit of space between the two, lot of you. He looks at you, Lofgata, And you can tell that if he wants to pursue you right now, he easily could clear that gap. That would not be a problem. Instead, he holds his lightsaber, de-ignites it, and like, I forfeit the match. You win.
Yo.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, fucking okay. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. With his
Damn.
lightsaber de-ignite, assuming no one's going to make a move against him, he's just going to hang it up at his belt.
I mean, yeah, I don't think we want to jeopardize our win here.
No, we're not gonna do anything.
Now, whether he sticks to that remains to be seen.
Okay, Captain
Lost-
Nestor.
Oh.
Yeah, go on. No, you go.
Locke will say, then you and your crew are going to leave this planet completely off-world, like you agreed.
Holds his hand in front of him and gives a nod off his head. Says, correct. These are the terms I agreed to, and these are the terms I intend to uphold. It's fine. We just finished getting what we came for anyway. I just had to keep you busy for a little bit.
God damn it! Fuck!
What?
Fuckers!
Yep.
Ooh,
I
I fucking
Timothy is going to narrow his eyes at this. Like, what does he mean by that?
Actor is going to take a note of something they're going to go steal later.
You know what? The duel's over now, so can I just try and read his mind?
Is that that's a discipline versus discipline check?
I believe that is correct. Yeah.
Tell you what. I think I'm just going to say that you just wouldn't succeed.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, with the duel over also, Bacta is going to go medical treatment.
Yeah.
Because I imagine you need it.
yeah.
I imagine you're at half.
I am above half.
Oh yeah, above half. At or above, I meant. So that's difficulty 2. Now I got to work out all my bonuses. I get a boost die from VECM. I have 2 ranks of surgeon. I'm not going to use Master Doctor. Heal 5 wounds.
All right, I'll take it. It's gonna put me at 18. Woo!
All right. Captain Nestor obviously does not intervene with you at all, going to give him medical attention, give Lockhart medical attention. He just turns his head towards Lockhart again, gives an answer. You fought well. Now, I believe it says I'm going to go and uphold my end of the deal, and we will be leaving. Good day.
Oh boy.
Loft is going to say
And
under his breath, good riddance.
Assuming you don't make any moves to I talk to him or stop him, then he's going to leave. So if you make an attempt to converse, then make it known.
I have nothing.
I've got nothing.
Then yeah, he leaves. He heads out.
Okay. Hopefully, whatever they came here for gets blown the fuck up.
I imagine that blowing up was them, doing some very rapid mining, effectively.
Yeah.
Probably. Which is unfortunate, but
true to his word, Captain Nestor leaves the arena. You hear only a few moments after, like a minute at most, before the shuttle he arrived there at, land a little further down the pyramid, takes off and flies in the direction of the Imperium main base planet side.
Loth kind of kneels down and just like examines the crack. Like he just fucking blew up some like really important old archaeology, you know?
Yeah.
This is just ruined now. At least partially.
It was already ruined, but yeah.
Yes. He like puts his head in his hands as he like sits over the like legs hanging over the crevice, just like, oh my god, I'm so tired.
Our work here is done.
Let's get back to base.
Affirmative.
Alright, you're just gonna head back to the town.
Yep.
You yourselves, after catching your breath, descend down the little bit of the pyramid you have to your own shuttle, which ferries you back. As you return to town, there's a lot of murmurs and mutterings. You know, the whole explosion and cracks that followed is the talk of the town.
Yeah.
Of course.
We need to speak with command immediately about that, I think.
Yeah, sure. You could head straight there. You know where to find them.
Yeah.
As you arrive there in the converted tavern, you walk in on a heated argument. Just immediately.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is immediately clear that Commander Ratch is Commander Ratch and Watea, the local resistance, the leader of the local militia here, planetside, are not literally in each other's faces, but there is a chasm between them right now.
Yeah.
They're not happy. Alright.
And Saraya Rostel is mostly just observing from the outside, like standing a bit away, arms crossed, brows furrowed. She reaches up and adjusts her glasses as he sees the lot of you step in, clears her throat, which does nothing to dissuade the fight.
What are they arguing about?
What you can hear is that Commander Ratch is very angry with Watea for withholding important intelligence that could have changed the outcome of the mission, while Watea argues that the nature of said intelligence is too sensitive to have been entrusted to people whose intentions she cannot trust yet.
Oh. Oh dear.
Dara just mentally, I told you so.
Watea is very you do very clearly catch her saying that as far as she is concerned, it would have just been better if neither of them ever came here. As in both Thoran's forces and the Imperium.
Oh dear.
Is there a table Loft can just like slam on to get their attention?
There's the command console.
Does he see a spot where he can hit it without damaging it?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna slam on it to just like shock them out of their fucking argument.
That does it. That does it. Both turn their heads toward you. Ratch lets out a heavy huff and reaches up to the collar of his clone commander outfit, adjusts like the pauldron slightly.
Yeah.
Which back there, that's like it's not like a nervous tick, but that's like, it is like a tell of his. He's frustrated and annoyed and everything.
And embarrassed.
That's fair.
Like, right, well, welcome back. I'm glad to see that something has gone well today, at least.
So the fight was a distraction. It sounds like you two may know what it was for.
Ratch, it says, so unfortunately, I still don't know.
You still haven't told them?
Turns to Watea.
He takes one. What was taken is of great cultural importance to my people.
At this very moment, what was taken isn't important. How many injured?
Rostel's died. Not many, thankfully. The tremors and cracking of the planet's crust that has occurred has been mostly kept out of any major settlements, as far as we can tell. Though there we have. She kind of like stops up. Well, I suppose not many is relative. A few hundred injured. Several dozen dead. Across different settlements.
Okay.
Still too many.
Rat's like, I agree. This could have been prevented if we knew what we were here for in the first place.
At this point, I think Sophia steps forward and she's like, Commander, you are right that this outcome was preventable, and that is always something to be lamented. The loss of these people will be mourned. But it would be... sorry, me.
No worries.
It would be narrow-minded to insist that the people of this planet have no good reason to withhold information from outsiders, considering what the first group they encountered has just done.
Will you give me a charm roll?
Sure.
Can I assist?
On what grounds? What are you doing, Chief?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you...
So I'm afraid to say that
things-
assisting needs to be accompanied by something
Yeah,
that actually helps.
I
Yeah.
said that hoping I could think of something, and then I didn't.
Go ahead and make me I'm going to call it just a flat difficulty 3 charm check.
Okay.
I'll upgrade the difficulty 1 to the dark side point, mostly just to give you one back.
Okay.
Ratch takes a moment. He's like, he takes a few seconds. You can see him visibly. That same expression that every goddamn clone has.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a moment, closes his eyes, lets out a sigh. Don't say that. You're right, Commander. Sorry, Commander.
I need to apologize. Ultimately, the bulk of the consequences for this outcome fall to Watea's people, and I suspect she made the choices she did, understanding that risk.
But Watea has her arm crossed. She gives a slight nod of her head. Rostal, ever the diplomat, like, well, there's no point to, as she says, she gestures to Sophia. There's no point in arguing about that anymore. We cannot fix the past. Like, your duel, how did it go?
He forfeited.
So you won.
Only
That would
barely.
imply they lost.
That's at least good. 'Cause then the Imperium will be withdrawing from the planet, yes?
Correct.
They already got what they wanted.
Unfortunate, but at least we're able to make them leave.
Sophia looks towards Watea and says, Watea, I expect you have no desire for our aid in recovering what has been taken from you, given the way events have unfolded here. But know that if you do, we offer it. After a moment, she follows up with, our purpose here was to attempt to make your people's lives easier, not harder. And we'd like to do whatever we can to deliver on that.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a negotiation check with the rationale that you're not really personally trying to persuade Watea, you are appealing to the greater good and you are negotiating essentially.
You know, can I assist here on the grounds that Dara has made this similar argument before and didn't go back on it? So there's it's kind of already been somewhat established in her mind.
I will let you. Yes.
Okay. Which do you want more?
I mean, no, it's not which you take. You always take characteristic before. Before.
Oh, okay.
ranks.
I forgot that. You're right.
Yes.
I have 4 dice in presence.
Because you get to utilize Dara's 4 presence. Iris.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah.
What's the difficulty?
I'm going to call this I'm going to do difficulty. Let's see. Let me think. Okay. Make it difficulty 4 with upgraded twice from her discipline, essentially.
Okay.
If you have any force powers to apply or anything that you can put on, go ahead.
I'm debating with myself about that actually because I keep internally debating with myself on the nature of influence as a power. It's so fucky.
I get you. It is the idea that because you are regardless of your intention, you are influencing someone else's free will effectively.
And I feel like this effect could have been split between influence and sense because you could just directly mess with people's emotions, and I think that's something Sophia doesn't feel great about doing most of the time. But there's also a case to be made for just reading their emotions and thoughts and measuring your response based on that, which isn't impeding on their free will so much as it is
That's being really good.
presumably overstepping some boundaries, but
yes, I get you.
I'm just gonna roll it as is.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Would say looks at you. You have her attention while you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of flicks her gaze towards Dara for a little bit, looks towards Commander Ratch and Sylvia Rostel and 2 other members of the local militia standing kind of in the background. If you follow her gaze, you can see that the 2 members back there kind of exchange each other a look and kind of just give a subtle nod. She sighs and just kind of seems to clearly consider her response here. I recognize that the presence of your master's troops and people, she looks towards Commander Ratch and Saraya, is well intended and not with conquering aspirations. She turns like that was a difficult thing for her to concede.
Yeah.
She's like you're not colonizers. I get it.
Well, most of us aren't.
She turns her attention towards Sophia again. Like, what was taken was an ancient relic stored deep in an underground vault. As we know, they've been excavating it for some time. As it is a relic left here by the sovereign saints of Ran.
Sophia immediately sits up straight at that, or well, like she stiffens rather.
Yeah.
Because she knows that name.
You sure do.
Yes, it like immediately clicks, and she's like, then it is of utmost importance that it does not fall into the hands of the Imperium.
Ratch speaks of it. I'm afraid it's a little too late for that.
Well,
If
it
they
hasn't
already-
made it. Oh, okay. Sorry. Go on.
Okay. It's gonna say, all right. I should, because what I was about to say was going to directly counter what you were about to say. It says,
Mhm.
I received a report on your way here. Captain, the Lord Captain has left along with his elite team aboard to one of their cruisers in the atmosphere.
They haven't made it to. Why am I blanking on the name of the fucking planet?
Secundum?
Yes. Sophia's like, if they haven't made it to Secundum yet, there's still time.
Syria kind of like I don't. She's the one who steps up this time. Like, I agree that this is a loss, an unfortunate loss, but I don't like the odds of anyone here infiltrating an Imperium Star Cruiser.
Sophia kind of like, I'm trying to think of how to describe the pose. She just like folds her hands together behind her back and looks at Saraya, and she's like, this may not merely be a loss. The last time that Vitil Aravalo got his hands on a relic belonging to the sovereign Saint Sofran, it granted him the power he has today.
Rendering him functionally immortal.
This may not be a loss that we can accept.
I acknowledge that, but I also think it's important to acknowledge the fact that this is not a mission you might come back from.
Sacrifice.
Sophia just kind of nods wryly and says, it wouldn't be my first.
To be clear, I need to do the step out thing. This is a bad idea. I respect your autonomy to pursue it, but I also need you to understand that it is fatal. This is an idea that is very prone to getting several of you killed, if not all of you.
Back there's gonna go. We don't have a ship that can get onto Recruza.
Is this not like a similar scenario to like the start of ETF? Yeah. We've done, we haven't done this kind of thing before. I think the characters, but like as a party, we've
infiltrated a Star Destroyer before.
Yeah. This is not new territory.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I see what you're saying. That wasn't a Star Destroyer.
It wasn't?
No, it was one of the not an acclimate because that's a Republic ship, but it was like a smaller ship.
It was a smaller ship. They
Okay.
didn't know we were there.
Let me rephrase because I am partially mistaken. The ship in question is categorized under Star Destroyer, but it's not an Imperial Star Destroyer.
Gotcha.
Star Destroyer is unfortunately sometimes a category of ships, not a specific ship. But as Lute said, you also had a lot more intelligence going into that, and you were doing so in favorable circumstances.
And we still did trip every single alarm on the way out.
We also had 0 XP beyond character creation at the time.
Also 0 like external support.
Yeah.
I think we could probably do it, but if the party's against it, then I'm not gonna push it.
Again, I respect your autonomy, but I do want to make it very clear that this is a mission that is very likely going to see several of you killed if you do that. I cannot justify holding back in that case. Is what I'm saying. Not that I am necessarily holding back against you, but like I can't justify not using all the tools available to prevent that. As in, if you were to infiltrate. Either way, Watea, she kind of like speaks up. Having overheard what Sophia was saying, just kind of been listening for a few moments now. Like, to my understanding, it is a part of a greater device. But I know little more about it.
You only know it's part of a device.
To Watea?
Yes, to Watea.
Yeah. Go on.
And you said it was sealed in a vault?
Yes.
A vault that clearly needed... he kind of like looks towards the direction of the temple they were at. Clearly needed way more explosives than anything else.
It hasn't been opened for, he thinks, dozens of generations at least.
Give me 1 sec. Did I leave the data pad on the egret? I did. Okay. I'm just gonna say Loth has his data pad, if that's okay.
Sure.
From the egret. He's gonna pull it up, and he's gonna pull up a picture of.
I bite into it like a big cookie.
Oh man, I was gonna use that. Come on, God! What the hell?
Microelectrics.
Loth is gonna pull up a picture of the relic key fob. To open the vault, you needed something like this, right?
She takes the tablet to examine. She says, I think I may have seen something of this nature before.
Okay.
She hands it back to you.
Yeah. He takes it. Okay. Clearly, they don't have everything they need to build whatever that device is. Because they needed to blow up that thing. And they gave us a fob however long ago. just to try and find more parts for them. Back when Imperius had us over for dinner for some stupid reason.
Oh god, I forgot that happened.
So clearly we either need to start finding these things and taking the parts for ourselves, or they're just going to keep blowing up more vaults and endangering more people.
Sophia thinks about it for a moment and says, I think we need to make getting into the vault on Arcturus Prime our top priority.
I agree. Wataya, you said you've possibly seen something like this before. Are you do you know if anybody would have something like this here? I would hate to be taking even more of your relics, but if it prevents the Imperium from, building whatever it is they're trying to build.
It's possible that my grandmother has one. I will have to check.
Your grandmother? Oh.
She quirks her brow like, yes?
Sorry, Sorry.
You got like eyebrow raised, completely neutral flat face. Like, I'll have you know my grandmother is a very lovely lady.
Timothy just gives Lufkada like a flat look, like, really?
In any case.
I can speak to my grandmother, but if she does possess one, I cannot promise that she will be willing to part with it.
We understand.
But I will consult. She turns her head towards Ratch and Soraya and like, for the time being, you could tell your general that we will permit you to stay. She's gonna walk off. She's done here now. Unless any of you want to stop her or talk to her before she heads out.
Yeah. Skeptic for the reason why Timothy ever would.
Loft is gonna find a chair and just slump in it, just like.
Also, I'm gonna give Sophia back her lightsaber.
Oh yeah, please, you can do that. Go for it.
Yeah, here you go, Iris. I assume you want this back.
Yes.
Otherwise, I will put it in my mouth.
I assume on the flight back, Loft would have given it back. Loft just kind of huffs, just like, oh god.
She was a sigh once Rutea has exited the area. Well, the bright side is that at least Imperium has been driven off here.
We can hope they won't come back. At least not until they build whatever it is they're trying to build. I'm sorry we didn't realize that this was clearly just a distraction.
So I guess I sympathize with it. It's alright, we didn't realize either. Ratch, after a few moments, I'm going to report to the general. I take it you have some things you'd like to. I believe you have a matter or two to discuss with him as well.
Yes.
Gives a nod. He calls up Thoran. He's gonna first take 20-25 minutes to debrief Thoran about the circumstances and everything. After which, assuming you get the opportunity to offer some input on that, but it's mostly a conversation between the two of them more to this than it involves you. After which, though, Ratch kind of gives the look towards the park, says, "All right, the general's all yours." The hologram kind of like, turns around to face you. Yeah, he's like, "Congratulations on your success with congratulations on your victory in the duel, even if it is by forfeit. You should take pride in that you were able to stand your own."
Certainly wasn't easy.
Because no, I had a suspicion it wouldn't be.
Clearly still have more to learn.
I believe you held up your end of the bargain. And I'm a man of my word. You will have your detachment to staff your vessel.
Thank you, Master.
He takes those. Unless you have any specific requests, I will prepare a select group for you.
I don't think Bacta knows any of the clones to have any particular, at least strong opinion regarding which ones he'd want, so...
I mean, you trust in the competency of all your brothers.
Yeah, I'm certain they're all competent. Yeah, I don't have any particular preferences, is the main thing.
Yeah. Fair. Oh yeah, well, Thoran will be he will be a man of his word.
Thank God.
After a few more moments, he's like, "If there's nothing else, I have things I need to take care of."
That'll be
All right,
all.
I will take this. Huh?
Yeah. That'll be all.
Call ended.
Suppose we should start gathering our things, maybe head over to... Shit, what was the fucking... Gurasir.
Right.
That's the one.
Ratch takes a moment to like, that won't be necessary unless you have other business there. He is like looking down at the console. The general has ordered me to pick out of the crew, out of the people here.
Oh.
He kind of like gives you a look like, save you a trip.
Much appreciated. As long as you guys don't think you need any more people here.
When the Imperium pulled back, we will be sending most of the clones here back to the general to be redeployed elsewhere.
Makes sense.
Leaving a small force that can provide assistance, but not so big as to step on Mateo's toes. He takes it and says, "Though I'm sure just one clone trooper is one too many."
Let's just hope we can work with their grandmother.
I was getting the...
Was it?
I was getting food.
Oh.
Well, in the meanwhile, while that happens, so you take some time, because you got to get the crew ready.
Mm-hmm.
You want to gather up the belongings you've kept here for over the couple of days you've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to do anything in particular before you leave from here?
Not really.
I could think of no.
Maybe outside of speaking with the grandmother, but no.
Nope, nothing here.
Very good. Very good. Oh.
Ball.
Do, do, do. I'm just giving Iris a chance to
Get back.
to grab her food before we move on.
Yeah. What a fucking day.
There is one thing.
Oh.
Lofkata.
Oh.
You explode.
What,
The
spontaneously?
yes,
It just
yes,
happens.
yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
The comms team has prepared you with a going away present.
No way. What?
Oh,
Hooray!
They've prepared a little a little thing for you to thank you for the help you've been able to provide them with while you've been here.
No fucking way. Did they repair my long range comlink?
They haven't repaired it because that thing was toast.
Oh, okay. Well.
But they have replaced it. They have cobbled together some spare equipment to get you a new long range comlink.
Oh my god, thank you.
nice.
He's
So
fucking.
you can go ahead and get that one and
Yeah.
get that back.
Gear. Long range comlink. There it is. Fuck yes. I'm back in business, baby.
Radio boy.
Let's fucking go.
Woo!
Welcome back, Iris. Did you get me some food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. What are we having?
Ham, mac and cheese,
I'm
and
sold.
tater tots.
Oh, okay. Wait, just ham? Like sliced ham?
Sliced ham, yeah.
Sliced ham?
I'm so sold. I'm in.
What do you mean you're in?
Ham is
What are
like
you
the
against?
best lunch meat.
What?
You just want like lone slices of meat? Like the little thin.
Have you
Ham
ever
is the
had
best
sliced
lunch
ham?
Like an actual ham. Not
Oh.
the shit that comes in the plastic, like ham.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I thought you just meant like the sandwich meat, like this is like a slice of it.
No, what kind of barbarian do you think I am?
I'd eat just straight up ham deli meat.
I hear your cats, Iris.
They're protesting. They want ham.
They want the ham.
I might be a little too salty for cats. I'm not sure. Either way, the only thing you missed, Iris, is that the comms team managed to cobble together a long-range comlink for Lofkata again.
Neat.
Nope,
Very
don't
happy
break
about
it.
this. I broke it so we could save our asses. Or try to.
That's fair.
As you're getting just about ready to leave, Watea approaches. You can feel her ominous aura long before you can see her.
Brings down the vibes of the room.
She draws, well within conversational distance of the party. And she hands you a key fob.
Thank you so much, Watea. Just Thank you.
I've upped the key fob relic in the egret to 1.
Awesome. Hopefully this will be
Beautiful.
enough for Arcturus Prime, but thank you. Thank you so much.
Based on what you were told 2 years ago, it will not. You will need more.
Yeah, we need more. We had like 3 altogether at one point. And we had to use 3 once I remember.
She gives you a look of, I hope whatever this is worth it.
If it means kicking the Empire out, it absolutely will be worth it. Imperium. Did I say Empire?
Yes.
You did.
I meant Imperium.
I figured.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to call attention to it, but then you did. So now I have no choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the absolutely best news is that you have had a crew prepared.
All right. We can now actually use this ship without incurring massive penalties,
Hey.
Yeah.
specifically in combat. Oh, man. Like a well-oiled machine.
Well,
I can't wait to learn all the
Better
numbers.
oiled machine than before.
Yeah. Minor note. On the Centurion Egret's crew, do we want to maybe put the 2 gunners on Gunner and Sophia Vansel?
Yeah.
I think Sophia's on Gunner because she used the guns when you were fighting the worm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with putting people in on Gunner is that it makes me... No, it does not. Okay, never mind. In the past, it has made me choose a gun specifically, and I was like, I don't want to lock you to a specific gun. Okay, you, as I said, you are provided you're provided with a couple of clone troopers that will help staff your vessel.
Excellent.
We also need to repair our vessel massively.
Yeah.
How many total clones?
Let's see. If I recall, you need a minimum crew. There's a let's see. The ship's complement is what matters, if I recall.
I
Yeah.
forgot how many critical injuries we had. Oh my god.
I think we need 6 total people piloting it or something.
Yeah, I think it has a minimum like you need 6 crew to.
That's not including gunners.
Yes, because that is what you are
right?
provided. You are provided 6 men to help you.
Okay, so who is where and what are their roles? We need obviously pilots, and then we have like the mechanics thing, and then like the 2 open gunner
I
slots.
think we definitely, the main things are an engineer, comm sensor, and 2 load masters. And then I think possibly a co-pilot, and then we have a free clone.
All right, yeah.
And that frees up everyone else to do whatever they like.
All right. Excellent.
Well, I mean that's that taken care of at least. You now have the crew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you are more or less good to take off from here.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
We've completed our mission here, and Oh my god.
The ship barely launches.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Isn't the major system failure our hyperdrive?
No, we had 2 major system failures.
You had 2, yeah.
Which one's that one then?
I had it written down on the notes, but it looks like that got deleted.
I don't have
Weird
it.
if so.
Wait, no. Oh, it was the hull, or not the hull. It was the the storage. It got blown up and we lost some supplies.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely remember that happening.
We need to get this
Yeah, 'cause
fucking
remember
thing
you didn't
repaired.
want
We
to
need
do it for the
money.
main. We
So yeah,
we-
as a note, reminder, our defenses are reduced by 1, our speed is reduced by 1, we cannot willingly take system strain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good
And
news.
also we
can
cannot willingly
use
take
this to
system
deliver.
strain.
Okay, let me see what. Okay. It'll take me a while, but I can probably knock some of these out just myself.
I mean, theoretically, one of the clones is an engineer, so they can probably help.
I think it would be a little bit silly if one of them wasn't an engineer, because that's one of the main things we need.
The engineer that you have brought with you, after having taken some assessments of the egret, tells you what you already know. This thing needs dry dock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tells you very, very clearly anything that he would do. He could maybe he could maybe deal with some of the critical damage, but like realistically speaking, this thing just needs dry dock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no surprise.
Any other patches or fixes he would do would just be temporary measures until a professional shipwright crew could work it over.
Yep.
Fair. I'm gonna presume you don't have names for the clones yet.
No.
Okay. I'll just write down their positions. We got 1, 2, 3,
Clones,
4, 5,
listen.
6.
Listen, Stick. Stick? I share an opinion and view about clones, like a certain Clone Wars character. You might know him. His name is Pong Krell.
You don't like clones?
No, I hate them. Can't stand them.
Wow. Sorry, Bacta. We're gonna kill you.
I have put in my notes their positions, and as we discover their names, I will record their names.
Oh, can
Alright.
you actually post that so I can put that in my notes as well?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Because I was actually about to do the same thing, but I appreciate that.
Here are the 6 positions being filled by clones.
Okay.
The spacing is because they're tabbed in my notes. And I on
Understandable.
Notepad++, and it copies weirdly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's funky. The odd clone.
Let's see. Hold on. I'll
Pilot, engineer, comms and sensors, load master, odd clone.
Well, I must say, CT7371, you're an odd clone. You steam a good ham.
Load master 1.
But Stick, I could name them all after Kingdom Come Deliverance characters.
You could do that. Or I could suggest you different Metal Gear character names.
You will be killed on the spot.
Take it under
Well, there are
advisement.
6 of us and 6 clones. I propose we each name a clone.
That's
Lockdown
not
too.
Take it under advisement. The engineer's name is Radzig.
Engineer
Okay.
Radzig.
How do you spell that?
With a D and a Z.
Radzdig.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get that in writing?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. I fucking misspelled it even too. Like a moron. Like a fucking idiot. I had P. I'm gonna delete my embarrassment. There we go.
You know, wouldn't it be more fitting to call him Martin because Martin was the blacksmith and like, you know,
Yeah, but it's too generic of a name.
that's fair. So how'd you come by the nickname Radzik? It's a long story.
The open. Yes, Iris?
I call dibs on the other clone. His name is Booley.
The other
you know what? You know what? I will sanction that.
How do
The
you
other
spell
clone is named Bully. With
Okay,
two
can I
O's.
get that in writing?
Iris, is that I-E or Y?
I.e. like that.
Okay, yeah, like, I thought so.
Alright.
Okay, I will sanction that. The other clone will be Bully.
What does that mean exactly? What's
It,
is there a story here?
in a foreign language, it means deadbeat dad.
I see.
Oh my god.
I am going to claim. I'm going to claim the co-pilot, and I'm going to name him Crisp with a K.
Chris.
Okay, sure. I'll sanction
Okay.
Crisp. Okay, go ahead.
Crisp.
Go ahead. I'll sanction Crisp.
All right.
Okay, I gotta call the comms guy and call him Hal.
Al?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on board. I'm on board.
HAL, that is.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Jamie and
as
Logan,
in
you
Hal
get the load
Laboratory
markers.
from Kirby.
Yeah, I gotta think of fucking Dara took the Hal. I gotta fucking think of a different one now.
Well, it's actually Hal, as in referring to well, both Hal 9000 from like the classic, but also specifically
Don't say it.
Metal Gear Solid.
Don't say- Oh, that how?
Yeah, Hal. You know the scientist guy. He's also your comms guy in Metal Gear Solid 2 at the start in the opening chapter. Otacon.
I personally choose to believe that it's Henry of Skalitz. So you can say what you want.
You can also say Henry Scallots. We got a Radzik and Hal in here.
See, that's where I thought you were going with it.
No, I was committing to the bit.
My brain is unable to think of
Okay,
this right now.
we have Loadmaster 1 and 2.
What are the remaining clones? What are their roles?
Loadmaster.
Loadmasters.
They're basically responsible for, ensuring everything's stocked up.
Okay, I did not hear that because everyone was
Loadmaster.
Okay.
The two Loadmasters are available.
They handle your loads.
They do not do
Stop.
that.
Do it. No.
God.
But you can go to Port Nola if those are the services you need.
Ferris.
Ferris, like Pharisee?
Spelled like that.
Yeah, okay.
As said by
Like
the
a-
transport.
Thank you, Transport. Very cool.
Like
There.
like Mr. Bueller.
Oh, okay. Is that what is the origin of Ferris?
The origin of Ferris is the Rust programming language, in which packages are called
Nerd.
crates because you load them up.
I'm
And-
Jamie?
I'm choosing to say that it's actually about Ferris Bueller,
I agree.
which is why that Loadmaster is now lazy. It's his day off.
Okay, yeah.
Ferris Bueller,
Scam
the famous,
Lord.
Ferris Bueller, the famous Rhodian bounty hunter.
Oh yeah, true.
Jamie, you get to name a clone trooper.
Oh shit! When do I move this one? I'm
It's the
not.
last Loadmaster.
Hey Jamie, I'm gonna ask you what is this clone's position? What does this clone do? Do you know?
As a loadmaster.
Oh damn it!
Don't be mean.
What? It was gonna be funny.
Mm,
I'm not sure. I'm not great with names.
Okay, fair
Just
enough.
pick a
Do you want
word.
to like vote on this one then?
Sorry.
If Jamie doesn't have any ideas, we want to like vote as a collective on the last clone.
No, Jamie has to pick a word.
Okay.
it's only fair that Jamie gets to decide.
Bro.
I don't know. I can't think of a name.
Think of a thing.
Then
I'm just gonna call him like actually Jamie or something.
Then he will remain nameless until you do.
Nameless is a good word.
That's fair.
Okay, I'm recording down his name as Nameless.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
You ask him what his nickname is, he just stares at you.
Yeah, this coin has a defect where he doesn't talk.
I mean, if we're going down that road, I think nicknames are stupid. Is a fun nickname.
So with your crew, where to?
Let's see. We've been spending so many sessions on this one. I gotta remember what our other plans were. We could go.
I mean, I think our next plan was let's get money.
Yeah, I think so. We need.
In that case, Port Nova is not a
Yeah,
terrible
I was
idea.
about to say
Okay.
our best shot for anything that lets us get money is Port Nova.
Mm-hmm.
Probably also want
Got a ship
to
shouldn't be too bad.
come back to Ontas and let him know that things are moving on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Sophia's job.
Hmm.
Well, to be fair, out of all the members of this crew, the one Ontas gets along with the best is Sophia.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so to Port Nova.
Yep.
All right.
During the trip, can I make another medicine check for?
I'll let you. You can make a medicine check. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna get rid of one of your critical injuries.
Difficulty
Okay.
2 is the hardest he has. Assume you're talking about Lofgata.
Yeah.
Which I assume.
Yeah, that's better.
You can also go ahead and Logan, since you're the only one. Does anyone else have strain? No. It isn't. You can. Anyone who has strain can roll to clear any.
It's cool or vigilance, right? Or cool or
Cool or
discipline.
discipline, difficulty 0.
Yeah.
Successes equals number removed.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's not much.
Yeah.
But it's something.
Difficulty 2. I reduced the difficulty by 1 thanks to my ATM backpack.
During the downtime, or during the travel, Iris, you presumably Sophia calls and checks in with Ontas to
Yeah.
give him the rundown.
Mhm.
Any we can play it out if you want to, or you could just give me the gist of what you report.
She more or less just tells him that we've managed to secure a crew, but in the process, the Imperium has gotten their hands on something that will be important in the long term, and we're going to begin prioritizing getting into the vault on Arcturus Prime as fast as possible.
Okay, all right. Ontas responds to your report with an affirmative. You are free to handle your time unless more pressing matters come down from Resistance Command.
Right.
As long as it contributes to one of your 5 main goals.
Mm-hmm.
The trip to Port Nova is, generally speaking, uneventful. But it's nice to have some downtime where you're not on there. It's probably nice for all of you to get out of the heat and humidity.
Oh, for sure. Loth is happy to not be fucking sweating.
So that's at least nice. After not too long at travel, give or take 6 hours maybe, you emerge in sight of Port Nova as always, busy as it ever was. You make your way in, dock up. You have arrived on Port Nova.
Oh, God.
Woo.
Loth is still very sore from the duel. Just rolling his shoulders
Yep.
as he's walking out.
Do we get a rest, by the way, given the fairly long trip?
Hold on, I'm reacting appropriately. Give me a moment. Yeah, two of you understand.
Mhm.
There you go. Yeah, you know what? You can go ahead and take a rest. Just go ahead.
All right. I don't need it at all, but I know someone who does.
It's you, Logan.
I need it bad.
Yeah, you clear one wound, but more importantly, all your stim
All
pack
of my
pieces.
Yeah, and my
And
strain.
all your stay.
Feels good.
Welcome to Port Nova. You love it here.
I think if we need money relatively quickly,
Gambling.
not what I was going to say.
No.
In fact, that's not a good way of earning money. I think back to I'm gonna suggest in character. Back to like when the party's all together and deciding what to do. Just I think best bet for getting money quickly, especially if we don't want to have to navigate any interesting political or such, is bounty hunting.
I was going to say you could take the opportunity to both build towards your reputation with one of the criminal factions you need to ally with.
Well,
Those can
that
go hand
also,
in hand.
bounty hunting. Great way to do that. You don't be a criminal without, not having a list of people you would rather not exist out there.
You
As
think
I
it's-
said, that is completely fair. I just wanted to make it known that I think you
Yeah.
have an opportunity to both build a rep with one of those factions and gain money.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of if you want to ally with the Void Wolf or the Kurosi cartel. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you have a leaning on that one, but you could always change your mind.
I'm all for bounty hunting.
You would be, wouldn't you?
I like to shoot people. In Minecraft.
Frankly, compared to some of the other stuff we've been doing for cash, I think bounty hunting would be a nice change of pace.
So long as we can actually find work for it, I guess. I'm not super keen on the idea.
Well, if there's nothing more readily available,
Oh, there's always work to be found for a pretty platinum.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that sentence.
Where on earth did you think I was going? No, you know what?
Don't
You know what? I
worry
think-
about
I
it.
you
You
know, I think I
Iris,
might-
no one needs to know. Anyway, bounty hunting.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Sorry, I had a realization again, which is very funny. I again forgot that Sammy was with you.
Oh god damn it!
I'm sorry. Sorry, I just forget. I just keep forgetting that he's here.
Cereal?
Oh, right, he was here, huh?
Ah,
He's just been playing on his Game Boy.
he's playing Superstar Saga. Don't bother him.
On the like shitty
Anyway,
fucking Game Boy speaker.
With that, Bacta is gonna take the opportunity to now, head to Port Nova and see if can't find a bounty office.
Yeah, you know what? There is a bounty office. There's a central bounty office on Port Nova, as you might expect. Is Bacta going
Excellent.
alone, or is someone gonna go with him?
For the bounty hunting stuff, Dara will go with.
Sarah's gonna go off on his own.
Yeah, fair
Yep.
enough.
Which
Let's
Yep,
go
he's gonna go have a night on the town.
Serio informs Sophia that he will be back before they leave. Probably.
Mhm.
Most likely.
Probably.
Makes no promises, though.
Hmm.
Okay, so Dara goes with Bacta. The two of you, then, since you're the ones going out, you're right at the bounty office. Located pretty centrally within the station. The Port Nova, as always, is bustling with markets and casinos and cantinas and bars and everything you would want from a nightlife station like this. The bounty the bounty office where you find it's kind of like it's like a half circular, not indent, it's the opposite of an indent. I don't remember what the word is. Protrusion in the wall with like above it like several large holograms portraying like slightly curved images of like bounties and like people and like their value and such, as you might expect. You head up towards one of the like 5 available counters. This place is manned by droids. There is like you can see like centrally within this like protrusion in the inside, like in the actual circle. So to say, there is like a large central kind of like column-like droid, which has like several arms that become like torso that extend out with like torsos attached to the end of them with like protocol hobbled together protocol droids.
Yep.
As each of the clerks.
Nightmare.
It's a little freak. You approach the counter after someone else walks off with a bounty chip. The droid kind of like its voice module crackles slightly. Like, good day. Are you here for bounty?
Yep. Looking to pick up a shit for hunting.
Okay, excellent. Do you have any identification?
I mean, Bacta spent, quite a few years in.
Yeah,
Does he have
probably-
any form of identification?
Yeah, you have identification.
Yeah, probably forged, but
Yeah.
yeah, Bacta will present his identification.
There's like a slot you put it. You stick this card into. It gives like a heavy like a chunk as it goes in. One of the eye behind one of the eyes of this protocol droid, there's like a blinking light as if like the bulb is about to expire. Before it like the card like comes back and says, "My sincerest apologies. You have been banned."
Oh.
Reason?
It takes several good long moments to process before choosing to not respond. It says, oh, well, right, sorry, let me rephrase it. It chooses to respond, but not in a helpful way. It's like, that information is not available.
Useless wanker.
Might have better luck at a different office, one not operated by one of those.
The droid responds that, good luck with that.
Bacta takes that as shit. Groans, resists the urge to kick the fucking thing.
That would be impressive considering it's like behind the counter and like high, you know, just
It's a
height.
drop kick.
Bacta would leap across a desk to get a clanker, okay?
Hi. Please don't.
The droid helpfully continues. You have been outlawed from enlisting any bounty services on the station.
By who exactly?
Identity unknown.
That's not very helpful.
Cypher, isn't it?
Someone has it out for us. Is that identification of yours fake, or...
So, what's that?
If the car was fake, could that have set it off or something?
No idea.
It's
Might be
starting to
because
seem... Sorry?
Might be because it's forged, might be because someone decided they didn't like me.
My money's on the ladder.
As you're chatting, you hear from behind, that would be right.
Oh. Dara turns her head to look at whoever that is.
Looks like a human. A kind of short, stout man. Definitely on a little bit on the fat side. Several cybernetic enhancements plugged in. There's like a large, like oxygen or like some kind of gas canister over his shoulder with like a nozzle connected straight into his like throat. Everything, you know, he's a bit of a piggish look, but he's clearly not an Ugnaught.
Is this
Maybe
who I
half
think it
Ugnaught.
is?
I don't know.
Who do you think it
This
is?
isn't Morlos. This isn't him.
No, this is not Morlos.
No. Okay.
Can we help you?
It's just- there's like a filter every time he coughs. You can see there's like vent flaps on the other side of his neck that like open to let more air out.
Ugh.
He's like, no, I can help you.
What are you offering exactly?
Come, let's talk somewhere a little more privately.
Keep your hand on your gun. She's gonna whisper to Bacta.
Yeah, do you follow?
Dara will.
Yeah, Bacta will.
Alright. He leads you to like a small hole in the wall kind of like cantina. I mean literally it's like a bar and like 4 seats, and it literally has like just like a garage door opening out into the main streets. You know, it's like one of those. Takes you in, takes a seat at one of the booths in the very back. Crappy music plays over a half-busted speaker, which is also just completely drowned out by all the noise and music from the actual outside and the main thoroughfares of Port Nova. Like, well, it seems the boss has a problem with you.
Why would that be?
Like, I wouldn't know. Says, what have you done to piss off the Void Wolf?
I see. Dara kind of like sighs. It doesn't
I,
matter.
I don't think Bacta's met the Void Wolf.
No, Bacta has not met Emily.
I think
You,
Gara
but
only
to
met
be
the
clear,
Void Wolf.
Bacta definitely knows who that is by name.
Yeah, Bacta knows his association. Yeah, Bacta's getting bad just because he's associated with these people.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? We're not looking for high profile work. We're just looking for small jobs. Hardly worth the Void Wolf's time.
Well, the boss disagrees. He says that's presumably why you and your companions have been banned from taking bounties. No reputable bounty vendor will give you a job.
I didn't realize she controlled every office here.
They tend to operate on a mutual basis.
Port Nova is the boss's turf. But, he said, luckily, there might be a way we can help each other.
Like I said, what are you offering exactly?
A job. An opportunity for you to get back in, to at least improve your standing with the boss and make some money.
Okay, tell me more.
He he puts his elbows on the table, leans forward a little bit. There's a job the boss would like done for her own reasons, that I happen to be privy to. Says, I believe that she might be grateful for someone who takes care of the matter.
And are you extending this offer, or her?
He's like, does it matter?
Come to the job.
Yeah, kind of like he eyes you up carefully. You get this is the point where he's like mentally assessing if you are gonna rat him out or not. You know, he's really making sure that you're in it. You're actually in it.
If it wasn't, hold on, let me dialogue engine.
Detention.
Words. I have the idea in my head. I'm just thinking of how to word it.
No worries.
If this offer is courtesy of yours truly, then we would definitely appreciate the opportunity to get back in our graces. Perhaps establish a working relationship for going forward.
I cannot guarantee exactly what that will be, but I can guarantee that whether she wants to or not, she will be grateful.
All right. Well, we need money, so
And you're like, so are you in?
Tell us what the job is.
I need to have some commitment first.
okay, we're in.
I'm not exactly going to commit to what could be a suicide mission.
Yeah, he looks
Like,
between
have my-
the mixed
you can have my-
responses.
But you can have my word that no matter what, I won't tell it. If we walk out of here without taking the job, we won't say anything to anyone. It'll be as
Well,
if
your
it's really
friend
nothing.
seems to be in at least.
Then she's in.
Hmm.
I'd rather hear the details first. At the very least, I'd like to know what kind of job it is.
He kind of like thinks about it for a moment and says, "An abduction. So the target is wanted alive."
Uh, can I make? I'm trying to think what kind of check it would be. I want to try and just get a read on this guy to see, like,
Is he legit?
well, I mean, I'm going to not necessarily legit. I just want to try and get a read of. It's more, is he about to suggest, like, does he want commitment because he wants to stop us? Like, is it just like general paranoia, or is it because he knows like we're most likely to want to back out afterwards?
Make me a perception check.
All right,
Gonna
difficulty.
make it at difficulty 3, please.
All right. Fuck no. I really need to up my cunning again.
You take a moment and get to read on this guy. Normally, you take the chance to like read facial expression and any kind of body language, but
Yeah.
with the amount of cybernetics and such this guy has, he's very difficult to read physically.
Fine. Who's the target?
He gives a little bit of a chuckle that comes out coughed and strained. He says, "The target is a man by the name of Rade."
Is that name familiar to us? Out of character?
It wouldn't. It's not a name that would sound familiar to you. It might to back them, but honestly, even
Okay.
then, I would personally find that a stretch. But you're well. You have a chance to know it, so you could make a roll if you'd like.
Yeah. Core world, outer world, or underworld? Outer world or underworld? Do you think is best?
Go ahead and give me core.
Core world. All right. Difficulty.
I'm gonna say 4.
4.
It's a tricky, but not impossible.
Yeah, and I'm gonna probably say there's a couple of setbacks for the fact that Bacta isn't exactly, super knowledgeable about.
Okay. In that case, let's see. This, you know what? That's completely fair. This is. Let me think. Give me 2 setback. One, because this is about social circles you are generally speaking not familiar with, and also because this name is a bit more obscure than right in the limelight.
Yeah. No, Bacta's not heard of it.
No. Okay, you're unfamiliar.
Background?
Gonna need a bit more than a name.
He kind of like huffs it and says, Rade Trucello. He's like, he is the son of a governor.
In an exchange, there with the White Wolf and what else exactly? You mentioned money.
Well, this guy's gonna pay us, and this will hopefully put a good word in with the Void Wolf. And
Yeah, she's saying how much are you
Okay.
gonna pay us?
He thinks for himself, everything is negotiable. What do you need?
platinum.
I can arrange for a decent sum. But I'm more flush with assets.
Everyone is nowadays.
A dry dock.
I can arrange for favorable rates with the Port Nova dry dock.
Favorable rates don't mean much. You don't have the money to afford them.
Yeah, considers it. He thinks for a little bit. I will provide you with let's say, thanks everyone, 8,000 platinum.
Ooh.
Along with that, I will arrange for 40% off for your next
Ooh.
visit to the local dry dock.
Good. Said 8,000 platinum, right?
8,000.
Yep.
Okay.
8,000.
Which, goddamn.
8K's a decent money.
Especially with 4% off the next dry dock visit. That's, oh boy. We can get our ship back to not peak form, but like pretty top form.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, you might be able to get your ship all the way up there. We'll see.
Oh.
That's
We would be able to heal if we blew it all just on hull. We'd be able to heal 26 hull points at that rate.
Ooh.
I think our bigger
It's,
concern now would be
it's
critical
500
damage.
to a whole point, isn't it, Lutz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then with the 40%,
40% discount.
300 per hull rate. We would also then have 200 platinum left over.
You could always try to negotiate them up so you have some more money.
Wait, isn't it 200 per hull? If the base is 500, then isn't. Wait, no, I'm
No,
thinking
you're doing it
40%
wrong.
of, not minus 40%. Never
Yeah.
mind. I realized my mistake.
Percentages are hard.
I
It's
could-
okay.
You could try and negotiate up the rate.
Yeah, I mean,
I do
So
not have
are
the skills
we-
for that.
I definitely have the skills for that. It's more a question of do we really want to,
Go for 10K.
I mean, are we going for this deal? Are we going to do this job?
I mean, we've committed, so
You've already committed, yeah.
Well, there's committing and then there's
Yeah.
shooting him in the head and walking away.
well, no. If we want to not do the job, we take the job and then we go to the cartel and sell them out, and
Or hell, even the
then
Void
we
Wolf,
never
sell
work
them
with a
out.
Void Wolf ever again and declare
they're
war on the
true.
entire organization.
Because they're true, but that would obviously net you a great amount of rep with the Karosi.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just a matter. Do you like Twi'leks or lizard people?
Don't make this a race thing. I think if we negotiate this guy up, then we have our base we can go to the cartel with, and then get more from them.
I don't feel like selling out the Void Wolf is a great idea,
I
personally.
think do we want to try and salvage relationship with the Void Wolf, or are we just saying screw it, all in?
I mean, no, because if we just do the job, that doesn't lock us out of the cartel
I know,
completely.
but we can only get one of them, right? So any steps we take
Yeah,
towards
but-
one that we're not dedicated to is functionally a waste.
They are.
Well, no, because the
they're
main benefit of this is the
opposites.
money. The main
Yeah,
benefit of
they-
this is the money.
Right. I'm saying we can if we negotiate up with this guy, then we can negotiate up with the cartel as well.
I don't think one Bacta would be okay with that. Two, most of the party would be okay with that. Or three, that's a very good idea. That sounds like a great idea to get a very prominent member of the criminal underworld to slap a bounty on our heads.
As opposed to the ones we already have.
We do not have a good track record of
Wait.
playing both sides and coming out on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what
Also,
happened
yeah, our
last
historical
time we
record of
did
playing
this.
both
Let's
sides is
not.
we lose.
We should not do.
Iris, hold on. Iris, what was that? I couldn't quite hear you.
I said we know what happened the last time we tried to play both sides. Let's not do that.
Thank you. Logan, what were you saying?
I already said what I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's just take the
Alright.
job. Negotiate up if you want. I have no objections with you trying to
Oh, yeah.
negotiate up, but don't negotiate up in the hopes of trying to then negotiate someone else up in the world's most convoluted and riskiest double cross.
Roll physics.
You say physics?
Yeah,
Uh
I was making it a dumb meme joke.
okay. Hold on, I'll roll physics with difficulty.
Okay, so you're trying to negotiate up the rate?
Yes. I think, yeah.
What? Make me your offer first. Like, what is your counter per offer first?
I think we're gonna start at 15k platinum and work down.
15k.
Yeah, he's not gonna pay that,
Okay.
but it's such a
I
high.
just want to
Yeah.
I just want to confirm that I heard you correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're aiming for preferably like at least 10k.
Yeah, you're right, pitch bus.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a negotiation versus a difficulty of challenge 5.
Challenge 5.
Why
Okay,
is everyone just the most legendary in every single skill ever?
for real. Yeah, okay, so Master Graph does not apply this because I'm not lying to him. I will use our last light point to upgrade my ability, because Jesus Christ.
Oh, it could be worse. I think that's
Yeah.
not.
Okay. He, you tell him 15k, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Huffs shakes his head, says, says, not happening. Think for a moment. 9.
13.
You go down at this point.
That is down. That is 2k less.
Oh, you said
can go down
13? I thought you
again,
said
and then-
15 again. I thought you said 15 again.
No,
No,
I
it
said
was 13.
13.
I definitely heard 13.
Yeah.
He shakes his head and says, 9.
Okay, so this is the wall, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess the guy's like the 9.
Still 1,000 more.
It's still 1,000 more. I mean, he was probably like expecting us to negotiate, and that was like his quote unquote like real price.
Like, do we have a deal?
We do.
Good. He gives says it. You will adopt the governor's son from a luxury cruise.
Oh.
Okay.
Will be far easier than stealing him away from his home. Your governor's son is something of a party animal. He likes women, booze, drugs. Things a governor wouldn't like to have talked about. And to be clear, I want him alive.
We could do that.
You got a follow of him?
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small hollow device, puts it on the table, and like clicks down. It projects a bust up.
Yeah.
He looks about as punchable as Roderick Steele.
Yep.
Roderick Steele? Hold on.
You won't find it from Googling. I'll share the picture.
Oh.
It's like if Steele is a 10, this guy's like an 8. You get me? He's a he's a bit
Yeah,
of
okay. Yeah, this is the world's most divorced man, despite having never dated anyone in his life.
Yep, there he is.
Oh god. More or less risen Stanislav.
Scumlord Unlimited.
God.
I said if that's a 10, the guy on the hollow is like an 8.
Okay. So, dude sucks.
He-
Either way.
He gives you the immediate impression visually, as in he's a my daddy will take care of it. You know.
Mm.
Who's
He
spoiled?
knows daddy's credit
basically.
card off by heart.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly. He's like, here's one of daddy's 3 credit cards. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Give yourself a nice big tip too. You know.
Good lord.
Definitely corrupt politician too, then.
It gives you that impression.
Which is good, because that makes it a little easier to sell to the others.
The man that you've been dealing with, is like his father, the honorable governor, owes a debt to our boss that he's not willing to pay back. I just want to show him that he's not as untouchable as he thinks.
Right, what planet is this cruise on?
He gives you. He shoves the like small hollow disc towards you. Says, "Details are in there."
Right, back to we'll pick it up.
You want it alive, but how do you want it handled? You want to make this a message?
Alive.
Or...
No, we already said it's alive.
I know. She just said, I know you said alive, but like, do you want this to be public, or do you want us to do it quietly?
I don't care how you do it, as long as he gets back here unharmed. Well, he stops himself. Right, he reconsiders. Alive.
In one piece.
Noted.
Yes, and not expiring. He's like, alive means alive at retrieval and will stay alive.
You see if that's some issues in the past.
Thank God, most weapons in this setting have a stun setting.
Yeah.
He's like, the main problem you will have to deal with is his bodyguard.
I had a feeling.
He is a, how do you say, assassin type. Will most likely be disguised in the crowd.
Identifying features?
He shakes his head, none that I know of.
Not in species?
He clicks on the, he gestures to back to say, tap the button on the side twice.
Back it does so.
It like shifts to a different hollow of a person who has their who is wearing like a hood and face mask and keeps not like like a hood and like pull up to nose, like keeps everything concealed. Looks human though, from what little you can tell, or some human adjacent species. This is the only one of the few images we have. She doesn't show herself, but wherever her young charge is, she will be.
Noted. Any preferences on how to deal with her?
I don't care. He's like, leave her there, kill her. He scoffs like, capture and sell her to the cartel. I don't care.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
We'll take care of her.
Yeah.
Is the cruise already set off?
It is an 18-day cruise. It left 5 or 6 days ago.
How tight security?
Not so tight that one couldn't sneak their way aboard. It's like forged identity, perhaps through secret passages. There will be ways in.
We'll work it out.
And I'm paying you for these details.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
Good, good. If there's nothing else, you can get to it.
Alright.
We'll be seeing you soon then.
He gestures towards the dispatcher. That thing can call me when the job is done.
Alright.
He leans back into his booth as you presumably
Yep.
get up and head out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna head to the others?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I assume they're all back at the ship.
I assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got a job.
Won't be pretty.
Don't like the sound of that.
Target's the son of a corrupt politician. Need to bring him in alive.
Unpaid debts. They want to send a message. Simple as.
And how much are we getting paid for this?
9,000 and a
8,000.
40% discount.
Oh yeah, no,
On Dry Dock.
you go. You go.
9,000 and 40% off on a dry dock.
That's pretty good.
Not to mention, this will help out our image with the Void Wolf. Not repair it, but it'll be progress.
It's something at least.
It's quite a good deal, which makes me hesitate, but sounds good.
I assume you got all the details.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Location, bodyguard, 18-day cruise. Probably shouldn't be that hard to sneak on.
Sounds like it could be worse.
Oh, much. We could be infiltrating the most heavily fortified prison in the galaxy.
Rather not do that again. I mean, I would, but like,
So yeah, love got to be like, wait, hold on, no.
Well, vacation's a ways away.
where is it at?
What was the plan again?
Details to be given next session because I haven't cooked them up.
It's
Yeah.
it's just
Okay.
north of
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know you were gonna do like a bounty job until you said so. So you know.
Yeah.
no, understand.
I didn't know that either. But
We
it
just
felt
got
late
something
enough
to
in the
do.
session that
Yeah. We're gonna once unless anyone has anything to say about the job or any further conversation there, I think we're good to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Right? And we'll call it.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time.